Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coon.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid?
You might be on to something.
All right, here's what's going on in the Nasty Cup.
Well, if you expect me to live in Philadelphia, it better be at least $18 million. That's all I'm saying. They throw batteries at you just for walking down the street. Actually, I've been to Philly twice. I quite liked it. I enjoyed it.
Have you? Have you run the steps?
No, walked the steps. Went up the steps.
Oh, you did the steps.
Well, walked the steps.
Did you do the jump at the top?
No, but I got a picture by the... I don't think I did. I got a picture by the Rocky statue, which is actually down below. It's not at the top of the steps. But there are the Rocky steps. No, Onright and I were there. We just went there, walked up them, took a couple pictures, and left.
Was it worth it?
We didn't make a big deal out of it. It was fine. More from Philadelphia, I remember the Liberty Bell. It's cracked.
It's cracked.
It's got a big crack in it.
How was it cracked?
George Washington dropped it down the stairs. It was too big.
Really?
He didn't want to ask help to carry it on his own. Well, he was fighting for independence, so he's going to carry that bell on his own.
Sure.
He didn't want any help.
No. I can do it on my own.
Yeah, I got it, guys. Well, no, we'll come over right now, George. It's fine. No. You guys have your 4th of July barbecue. I'll carry the bell. This is what an American history lesson this is.
Yes. Rewritten history by Reid and Jay.
Chris Fuller, by the way, says, good afternoon from Alabama. Hey, Reid and Jay. That's
Roll
in the
Tide.
nasty chat.
Or War Eagle. That's how you really need to step
So what's
in.
that?
Roll Tide
Oh, yeah.
or War Eagle.
Who is that? Is that Auburn?
Correct.
But they're the Tigers.
That's just what they say.
They say War Eagle?
Yeah.
Okay. Where is it where the players come down the hill? Is that Clemson?
Clemson. Also Tigers.
Right. LSU.
Debo.
Also Tigers.
What was the coach's name? I want to say Debo Samuel.
But he's a player.
Yeah. Anyways.
Who did he coach?
Who was the... Hang on a sec.
Egypt.
Dabo Sweeney.
Oh, okay. Right.
He always runs down the hill faster than the players and like hoofs it onto the field. Like a look at me moment.
Okay, so yeah, Clemson is Tigers, Auburn's Tigers, LSU is Tigers, and they're all in the South. Clemson's in South Carolina, I think. But they're all southeastern United States.
Tigers.
Right. But Clemson's not in the SEC, are they? Aren't they in the ACC?
I know
Auburn
they
and
were.
Alabama are both in the...
I know they were, but there's been so much moving
the conferences
around.
have moved around so much.
I think traditionally, yes, they're ACC.
What other big school Tigers are there in the NCAA? There's got to be Memphis Tigers?
Memphis Tigers. So you got LSU, Clemson, Auburn, Memphis. Oh,
There's got to be lots.
Got to be lots.
Got to be more than that. Princeton Tigers.
Yes,
All right.
they're really Tigers.
Yeah, so there's the Tiger 5. That's going to be a conference. Anyway, hope everybody's doing great. We are going into the weekend. What a weekend it is going to be. The biggest soccer match in Canadian men's national team history is tomorrow at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. It'll be played in Houston, Texas, Canada against Morocco in the round of 16 at the World Cup. Massive game. A lot of us were talking about where they're going to watch it. Apparently, many of our colleagues are getting together to watch it, Jay.
Yeah, did you get the invite?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
yeah,
funny.
no.
I didn't get an invite
Yeah,
either.
they seemed quite embarrassed that we overheard them talking about it.
Yeah.
Well, now
what's
it
Awanek
feels
even doing
cheap, though.
Jeez,
LT invited
At least
me.
Awanek made burgers today.
Yeah, he did. Huh? Well, it was like a half.
Oh, so
invite.
you were in on this too?
Well, so my story for this, they're all meeting at a location. Supposedly, I show up, Hernan and
Coop. It's supposedly.
supposedly doing all of this. They're chatting about it when I came into the office. It was Hernan and Trev on the couch side by side, as they usually are. Sometimes in the morning, supposedly, and they're talking about meeting up somewhere for the game. And I just drop in wow, yeah, thanks for my invite. And about 10, 20 minutes later, LTE comes up to me and says, hey, you coming to the cabin tomorrow?
Oh, you've just disclosed the location.
Oh,
Yeah, nice going, Coop.
Way to go, Coop.
Now they're going
I
to
ruined
have
it.
to move it.
Well, book a table.
Well, I didn't get an
Tried it.
invite, so
Well, you can take my
I
spot,
like to
Jake.
be invited to things just so I can say no. But at least I know they
Yeah, the
wanted
power
to
of it,
include
yeah.
me.
yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I have no desire.
Like
to
I
go.
say no all the time,
I
but then
can't go.
if they ever stop inviting me, then I get mad. It's like no, because I want to feel like I want to feel included. I just don't want to actually go and be included. I just want to feel like you would want to include.
You
me.
would want,
Yeah.
but then I'm going to
but I'm
politely
going to be
decline.
like no, I don't want to go.
Yeah, I've got plans.
But it's polite to still ask.
I'm going to be up to my, you know what, in yard work tomorrow.
Really? Well, you got to watch the match. You got to have it on your phone or something.
Yeah, I'll probably listen to it on the radio.
You got to have. You're not going to sit and watch the match. The biggest. This is the Canadian sports story of the year.
We'll see how the morning goes.
Okay.
I got lots to do.
All right.
Got to get the pool cleaned out.
Oh
Gotta
wow.
get, it's getting filled on Monday, so I'm on.
Oh, okay, cool.
Go time.
I can understand that. And we're going to the Stingers game on.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Now,
I've
not
got
everybody
Elks.
was invited to that, to be fair.
To be fair, but there's only so many seats.
Right. Well, it was an outside person that invited us, right?
Correct.
Damon Bunting, who presents buying or selling every day.
Well, not everybody else is showing up as well. That's
No.
the thing.
No,
you could.
What's worse, the backhand invite where they, you're like, you're in the area and it's like,
Probably
we'll
the
invite you
backhand.
too.
Probably the
Yeah.
backhand.
Probably. All right. There were penalty kicks. Egypt over Australia, 4-2 on penalties. So the game ended 1-1 after extra time. Australia had a crossbar and a airmail over the net.
Yeah, Baggio and a crossbar.
But Baggio, it's called the Baggio.
It must.
You're making Italian fans cry.
Well, sorry, it's a fact. It happened.
So that's tomorrow. Big soccer match. Elks at Lions tomorrow at 5. Great day of sports watching. And
Wow.
I like there's a gap in between. Like even if the Canada game goes the distance in the penalty kicks, it's not going to run into the Elks game.
True.
So you can focus. You get a break after the Canada soccer game.
A hydration
Re-energize
break.
for the Elks hydration break. And you got to work at 4 tomorrow too.
See, that's the thing.
You got to be here
I gotta
before 4. Right.
Make hay while the sun shines.
Yeah. So that's at 5. So the Green and Gold kickoff show presented by Commonwealth Stadium is coming up at 4 o'clock tomorrow. And then Matt and Jay are on after the game as well for the post-game show. Elks trying to go to 4-0. We'll look at some Elks storylines. We'll get a perspective from the BC Lions broadcast booth with Giulio Caravatta a little bit later on. Ben Thomson's going to join us. There's some cool stuff going on with Football Alberta as well. We're going to have Taylor Stiles on the show, Football Alberta Technical Director. Chris says as well, the Blue Jays play at 2 tomorrow. Also, you could have a full-on triple header. Soccer at 11, Blue Jays at 2, Elks at 5. That's a good one. Mike in the nasty chat in all caps. Talk Carlson now.
Flyers have tendered an offer sheet to Anaheim.
We'll get to it. Mike, you already obviously know what has happened. What would you like us to talk about?
Maybe it's the
An
big,
Oilers rival could lose one of their best players.
big bad offer sheet.
Anaheim's going to match. Anaheim's going to match.
Are they?
Well, they said they would. They said they'd match
Fine and
anything.
dandy that they said they would. You'd have first-round draft picks for the next 4 years.
Yep.
And a hell of a lot of cap space.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
I mean, I don't know. You'd have to look at
Well,
it.
what are they, over 30 million right now? Interesting. I guess the Ducks lost some other players, right?
They currently have $17 million in cap space.
I thought somebody said it was over 30.
No, I'm looking at Puckpedia right now. 17,000.
Okay.
Of which Leo Carlson is. Oh, this is weird.
What?
They've already taken into account Leo Carlson making $18 million because he's pretty much guaranteed.
Right. So if he doesn't, so that's the 35 million. If they don't match
But they're showing Leo Carlson
as a Duck.
making
Okay.
$18 million a year.
Oh, okay.
Well, technically, he still would be a Duck, but he signed the offer sheet.
Well,
and
either
now
way-
it's a week for
Either way,
Anaheim.
it's a
and Pat
great day
Verbeek.
for Leo Carlson
Oh.
because he's making $18 million.
He'll be the highest paid player in the league.
He'll
would
be
he
the
not?
highest paid player.
trumping
Is Leo Carlson the best player in the NHL?
No, but he's very good.
He's very good.
He's very good.
Is this a reach? Is this tactics to try and get Anaheim to eat into that massive cap room they have?
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is an interesting part of the story. I would just say to the person who said he wanted us to talk about that is a big story. I don't think it's the headline on Edmonton Sports Talk today because we have a lot of other stuff to get to. It's one of many things we will talk about. Is that fair?
Yeah.
I appreciate the suggestion. I just don't know if that merits 3 hours today on this particular show in this particular city on this particular Friday. That's all I would say.
Yeah.
It's significant. It's fun to talk about. But there's other stuff going on. You can get in touch in the Nasty Chat, as many people are. Chat with us and with each other. And if you are on, that's the chat stream on YouTube, by the way. If you don't know that, you're new to the show. Click the thumbs up button as well. Give us a like.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
All right. That's all you can. What was that? What noise did you just make?
Did you not hear the noise Jay just made?
Who made that?
Coob just snorted.
Yeah.
It was like a
Oh, that's funny.
little
That's
laugh.
good. I like that.
It was a quarter giggle.
All right. Give us a thumbs up.
I did.
780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. That's how you text us. Okay, so was it Gowan last night?
Yes.
River Cree Resort and Casino. If anybody went, give us a quick review. Go to rivercreeresort.com, click on entertainment, see what's coming up. Ziggy Marley coming up July 5th. David Lee Roth 1 week from today. Collective Soul July 28th. You can get your tickets through Ticketmaster. Always a lot of great shows at the venue there. rivercreeresort.com. You can email Reid at edmontonsportstalk.com. You can also email Jay at edmontonsportstalk.com.
Speaking of the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, Reid, 780-218-9999.
Yeah.
Baggio is a regular texter.
No.
He just texted, Jay! I'm sorry, Baggio. Don't take it personally. It's just an easy way for people to reference airmailing a penalty kick.
Poor Baggio.
Poor Baggio.
I'm glad he listens to the show.
Yeah.
And sorry.
Oh, wait. Coob, just get ready. I think we might have breaking goal news.
Yeah, we got a goal. We got a World Cup goal. This is in Group G in the Enchanted Forest.
Oh.
We got a goal highlight coming in. All right, Group G in the Enchanted Forest. Cinderella. Hansel, now Gretel, placing breadcrumbs into the penalty area. Red Riding Hood. Goldilocks, oh, the pass is just right. Rumpelstiltskin! Rumpelstiltskin has spun gold once again. A strike worthy of your firstborn child. The fairy tale lives on, and the brothers Grimm have built yet another winner.
Wow. Group G? Out of the Enchanted?
Group G, I think, yeah.
Enchanted for. I've got
this version of the World Cup is always in the group stage, I think.
Yes, I liked the flow. I got to admit, this is a confession of mine. I don't know that I know what the story of Rumpelstiltskin.
Well, he spun something into gold, and he wanted people's firstborn children or something like that. I had to do a quick.
Was Rumpelstiltskin in Shrek?
Well, I don't know.
If I'm not mistaken.
Sure, why not?
He was a bad guy.
I think he's an imp or a hobgoblin or something like that.
Bronco Nick says that hurt me too, glue guy.
Great
Italian
goal scorer.
fan. Rumpelstiltskin is probably one of the best. I must say, Reid, that's the most emphatic delivery you've given was for Rumpelstiltskin.
Oh, really? Well, you got to be careful with that name. You got to make sure you get that out.
You do have to articulate it. Yeah.
He was in Shrek 4, apparently, according to baptized Big Uke, who's a walking Wikipedia of Shrek films.
He's got a lot of information.
What was his exact screen time, Big Uke?
I'm sure he'll find that.
He's going to get it.
Maybe we can get some more random hockey stats in the nasty chat today.
Yeah, there was a gentleman yesterday, it could happen. Claude Giroux to the Oilers continues to be rumored, but we'll see for sure. Give us a thumbs up if you're on YouTube, by the way. If you're on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, those are great audio streaming apps. Make us a favorite. Make us a preset. Spread the word about how people can listen to EST. Like, you got to remind people, we're live and local every weekday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on all the streaming platforms. Our morning show, The Nielsen Show, from 6 to 9 a.m. is also on 95.7 Cruise FM. We also have pre- and post-game shows for all the Oilers and all the Elks games, so we have you completely covered here, everything that you're passionate about. Speaking of passion, we have the afternoon headlines for 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. Killam's crew going for 4 in a row against the winless Lions. The last time I saw cats this mangy, I was in the alley behind my Aunt Sherma's. Australia and Egypt went to penalties at the Footy Fest. Egypt, eh? Hey, Jason Milne, is that the staff of Raw in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Bluebirds in Seattle tonight. You know, Seattle is the home of grunge. Grunge is also what I call the inside of my brother-in-law's refrigerator. I'm Chet Palmer.
Man, Chet, just lay off the family. You know, he's pretty much describing Aunt Sherma's place like a dump. Mangy cats roaming around.
Well, Aunt Sherma's cooking, I think, often winds up
the meatloaf.
go to the back
Aunt Sherma's
alley.
meatloaf
So the
is
cats are
legendary.
prowling her out for
They're
it.
probably eating the meatloaf that gets thrown out night in, night out.
All right, Chet Palmer with the
What
afternoon
is the
headlines.
staff of Raw?
That's an Egyptian artifact. Did you? I believe in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Is it like real?
Oh, I don't know if it actually exists or if it's mythical. But did you see Raiders of the Lost Ark?
No.
What?
No, I haven't seen
What are you talking about?
I haven't seen it. Should I?
All right, that's a summer project for you and the family because the whole family's going to love it.
That's the second one, right? The second, or is it the? Wait, no.
No, this is the Toy Story series, right?
Yeah. Which Indiana Jones is this?
Indiana Jones.
What did you not just say? Indiana Jones, Raider of the Lost Ark?
No, it's Toy Story 3.
Raiders of the Lost Ark is the first one.
Okay.
In Raiders of the Lost Ark, to find the location of where the Ark of the Covenant is buried, you take the Staff of Ra, you put it in a hole in this buried temple thing, and you put this pendant on top, and the light refracts through the pendant and shines on where the Ark is buried. Okay? That's the Staff of Ra.
And it's not real, by the way. Reed. It's
Well, of course it's not real. It's a movie.
Well, the movie isn't real, but the staff of Raw that's in the movie is also not
The
real.
Ark of the Covenant is real, is it not? Or the TBD?
It's TBD.
Sorry, I need to brush up on my...
TBD. Yeah.
What do you mean? So
TBD on
how
Egyptian mythology.
How many Indiana Jones movies are there?
5.
5.
Yes.
And when did they stop being good?
After the third one.
Yeah.
Although I think the fifth one is okay. The fourth
anytime
one
you
wasn't
say
very
5
good.
movies, I'm going to say hold
was the
on.
fourth one...
There's got to be one that stunk.
The fourth one wasn't very good.
Okay, so you're saying I can show Raiders of the Lost Ark to the Milne family for a
100%.
private screening.
And I predict at least 80% of the family will like it.
That's 4 or 5.
Yeah, maybe
It's a
there's one
really good
outlier.
movie.
It's very good.
Like I'm pretty easy to please. I just usually don't make time.
Oh, I
to
think
watch
you'll
movies.
love it. I think you'll love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have the DVD?
Yes.
May I borrow it?
Yes. Now I'm trying to think if I do have it, actually.
If
But
you do,
I might
bring
have
it
the VHS. All right. Anyway, that was the afternoon headlines for 100.3 The Bear. Ben Thompson's going to join us in 5 or 6 minutes for the afternoon debate. This is going to be a good one. He's going to give us one of those keep 3, cut 5s. And it's going to be Canadian. It's going to be non-hockey Canadian sports moments. Okay? Keep 3, cut 5, non-hockey Canadian sports moments. And we said, look wherever you want to look.
Yeah,
go
anywhere.
Go into Aunt Sherma's back alley and find a moment. Is it today? Is it tomorrow? The wedding of the century? The wedding of the millennia? Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Is there a bigger wedding than this?
I guess it's
I don't think there can ever be a bigger wedding than this.
okay.
I mean, if I get married
that's what
one
I'm told.
day-
Yeah, that'd be big, Coop.
It would be pretty big.
That would be pretty big.
It would be. Well,
So,
personally,
okay.
it would be the biggest.
It's expected that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are getting married
at Madison Square Garden.
at Madison
like
Square
1,000
Garden.
people or something like that, but it's like high security and all that stuff.
Because that makes sense.
Jasmine
Very
says
private, yeah.
Jasmine says it's happening right now, which I doubt because people don't get married on Fridays. They get married on Saturdays.
Reid, these are not normal people.
People.
The wedding is not today.
Supposedly
the wedding
it
is
is today.
Saturday.
Supposedly, it is today.
Although that would be July 4th. Yeah, I guess you don't want to get married on July 4th.
Yeah, July 4th weekend.
So our off-topic topic for William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best can be, is what they call the William Huff advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. We want you to put an Edmonton twist on the Taylor Swift-Travis Kelce wedding. So I'll give you an example, but you could also put an Edmonton twist on the wedding as it's in New York. But I'm going to have that if they get married in Edmonton, here's what you do. You want something scenic. You get married outdoors in the evening in front of the ledge, with that great backdrop at the ledge. And then you go a few blocks over after you're married. You take the high-level streetcar.
Yes.
You get off at Old Strathcona, and then the reception is just like White Ave pub crawl, baby. Here we go. Turn everybody loose. Go to Fat Frank's, get a donaire, go dancing at this club. Now go to this one. Slide into the Black Dog for a pint. There's your reception.
But think of the pictures of the photographer backing down the high-level bridge with Travis and Taylor on those scooters. Right? Scooting
they could
across.
scoot across,
Don't
too.
forget
That is a good one,
the
too.
birds.
Would they come
Limes
over
or
the
whatever.
Walterdale, though, and then come back for a second shot?
I mean, you got to just have the couples on the high level with the ledge grounds in the background.
Well, you know how in vehicles, in the hurrah, during weddings, they'd write on their vehicle, just married, and they have the cans on the back.
Put
you put
cans
some
behind.
6 o'clocker lager cans.
Oh, 6 o'clock
the backside
loggers
of
behind
it.
their scooters.
Yes, exactly.
On the high level.
That's right.
And maybe, if they were going the Walterdale way, no, I guess that would be back over the river. I'm thinking Moutard. Never mind the legislature. If you take
Moutard.
some pictures there as well,
Classic.
maybe Kelsey's down on one knee. They take a little walk and peruse, and they have photos of the ring right in front of all the greatness.
You're thinking engagement photos.
Sure, I
You
guess.
don't get down on one knee at the wedding.
Okay, you're not. Then
Okay,
that
first
would be
of all, you
engagement.
put Raiders of the Lost Ark out of order. Now you don't.
I'm putting things
now
out of
you
order.
don't understand the rituals of matrimony. You're
No, I
this
don't
close.
understand
You're
anything.
this close.
You're on a thin sheet of ice.
That's 2
and it's
strikes in
getting hot
24 minutes, Coop.
Yeah, it's 2 strikes.
You're going to need an ABS challenge.
Yeah, take a third.
I probably do.
I dare you.
I need to take a lap around and rethink what I just thought. Take
You know what I
a
think would be
5-minute
reasonable?
timeout.
I think it would be reasonable if they rented the Edmonton riverboat.
Oh.
Yes.
Think of the sight lines there. Right? It would be quaint.
That they get married on the. What's going on in the riverboat tonight? Oh, it's just Taylor Swift's wedding.
What did Benny say? Benny's was
Well,
really good.
Coop, in all seriousness, Coop, you had a really good one too. I can't remember what it was.
Well, it would have to be an Elks home game. I guess,
Oh, right, yeah.
July 9th is their next
Yeah,
home game
Thursday,
against
July 9th.
the Red Blacks. They celebrate their wedding, get on the big Jumbotron, but they also are down at turf level, and they go on Larry's fire truck and wave at the crowd. They have the mini footballs, toss
yeah.
them out. Kelsey's there as well. Maybe he runs a little route with Cody, and they
that's
they have
good,
a little
yes.
bit of fun. Some photo ops there too. That would be fantastic.
That's a great idea. Yeah. Just that they get married. Well, okay, here's another one for sports. What's one of the most fun nights for people to go to a sporting event in Edmonton every year? The Riverhawks Canada Day game, Canada Day evening game. Couldn't Taylor and Travis just get married in between innings?
Wow.
You could have a guy, the minister could come out, or they could ordain one of the players, or have somebody dressed as an umpire doing the ceremony.
I like that.
And then there's fireworks after anyway, and then she could perform.
Oh, 3 for 1.
Well, they do have a Swifty night as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is all interesting because I think we were all wondering what the heck was Taylor Swift doing at the Knicks. What was it? Game. What
3?
game was it? I forget.
Game
But
3,
we all
maybe?
remember
3 or
Taylor
4?
Swift courtside in the Knicks, blue shirt
Stevie
and
Nicks
Stevie
and-
Nicks.
yeah.
What is she doing there? She's from Philadelphia. You know what she was doing there? she was paying for the big rental for the MSG today. I'm serious.
I think she could afford it.
Of course you can. But she said, you do this for me, or I'll do this for you, and you do this for me. So she showed up to the Knicks game, and I don't think there's been ever that much celebrity buzz at a Knicks game than that night. Right. I mean, she was the icing on the cake of all the celebs that are always there anyways. That was a tit for tat for today, for the wedding. Like, what are you... Okay, we just want it to be private. We don't want anybody to know that we're getting married. Everybody give us your cell phones. Why the hell are you doing it at Madison Square Garden?
There's no other venue.
Hell, go make an island. Go hire people to make an island, and you throw... I know there's a cheap island for sale right now, probably. But go make an island and have your wedding there.
Well, you're telling me Metro at the Garneau Cinema wouldn't fit
why
enough
are you
people?
doing it in the busy, like the biggest, baddest indoor stadium probably in the world?
Yeah.
Is Madison
the
Square
most
Garden.
coveted sort of location for any artist to really perform at, right?
Wow, but how cool is it to just say that's where your wedding was?
I know, but
And I
then
think
it's
there's
like,
some
we don't
security
want
issues
anybody to
about
know.
getting people in and out.
We
of our
want it to
Getting
be
married
private.
at MSG. Like, how
We
many
want a
fans
small
are out
ceremony.
there right now? Yeah.
Get out of here. You're doing it at the Mecca.
Actually, and here's the thing. If they had it in Edmonton, no one would believe that that's what was happening.
That's true.
Like if people were like, hey, they're getting married by the gazebo in McIntyre Park off White Ave there,
Yeah.
people would be like, yeah. No one would even go check. Be like, as if.
Right.
So anyway,
People would be like, what's Zach Collaros doing here?
yeah, he probably
He's
can't go to
friends.
the wedding. I know.
He's friends
They
with
play on Sunday though, don't they?
They do.
All right. So put an Edmonton twist on the Swift Kelce wedding. Green onion cakes, appetizers at the reception. That's also, they could do that tonight. All right. We're off and running here. Ben's next. Here comes the coop.
Two matches left in the round of 32. Argentina takes on Cabo Verde at 4 o'clock. The winner moves on to face Egypt, who defeated Australia 4-2 on penalties earlier today. And later on, it's a 7:30 start. Ghana and Colombia hit the pitch for the first time in any competition. A massive break in the NHL. 21-year-old Anaheim forward Leo Carlsson, he's received a 5-year deal from Philadelphia worth an average annual salary of $18 million. That would make him the highest paid player in the league. Anaheim has a week to match the offer and would receive 4 first-round picks as compensation for Carlson. CFL News, Green and Gold, they've added global linebacker Tyron Vreda to their practice roster. The 29-year-old Dutch native spent the past 5 seasons with the Red Blacks, suiting up in 55 games. And for tomorrow's contest against the Lions out in Kelowna, Dariel Djabome starts a middle linebacker for the Elks with Nick Anderson and Brock Mogensen out. Friday Night Football, Riders Red Blacks tonight. That game goes at 5:30. Meanwhile, the Jays and Mariners go at it for the first of 3 total games. Dylan Cease, the starter for Toronto. It's Luis Castillo up for Seattle. First pitch just after 8 o'clock. This sports update is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. It doesn't start on game day. It starts before kickoff. Get your single game tickets today and be there for every hit, catch, and touchdown. Lock in your seats now at goelks.com/tickets. We take a swift break here on the Reid Wilkins Show. Back with Ben Thomson next. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
2 guys and a
I think
goalie.
there's something there. He's 24 right now, going through the pitfalls, the highs and lows of the American League and trying to get to the NHL. And he's got a fresh start now. That's a cool thing for a guy to have. And we'll see how it goes. It might work, it might not. But I did like the fact that they went and got Devin Levi.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in-store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
This summer, River Cree Resort and Casino welcomes reggae royalty for an evening with one of the world's most inspiring entertainers, Ziggy Marley. 9-time Grammy winner, Emmy winner, activist, storyteller, musician, legend. Ziggy Marley, The Bright Side Tour. July 5th at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get tickets now at rivercreeresort.com.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said great job? Happy hour. Your boss said per my last email. Ugh. Emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
All right, we are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. We have the July wing flavor of the month. It's mango jalapeno. Flame grilled wings tossed in a bold mango jalapeno glaze that brings the perfect balance of sweet heat. And don't forget, 69-cent wings every Wednesday at the Canadian Brewhouse. Joining us here in the Canadian Brewhouse studio is our colleague Ben Thomson. How are you, Ben?
I'm great, Reid. How are you?
Good. You're not working extra today. This is now part of your regular,
is just a part of
your shift.
Part of everyday life for me now.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's been a lot of fun.
All right.
So.
And can we tell people that you'll be making even more appearances on the Reid Wilkins show with Jay Milne in the future? That's part of stuff going on this summer?
Yes. Yeah.
We may not be allowed to announce that. Wannick's going to come in here and yell at me again.
I don't know. Yes, we'll keep it broad. Yes.
We'll see how that's going to work out.
We'll see how that works out.
Yes. All right. The more opportunities coming for our younger cast members here at EST, which is exciting.
Teasing.
Yeah. We're taking over, Reid.
It's pretty good. Well, all right. And Ben is here for the afternoon debate for Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. EGMGolf.com, and EGM Golf offers discounted rates for seniors and first responders. What joy do you have for us today, Ben Thomson?
Oh, Reid, another classic Keith 3 Cut 5 for you. But today you guys will be Keith 3 Cut 5ing Canadian sport moments excluding hockey.
Oh, excluding hockey.
Yes.
Well, that changes everything.
Everything. Because we can make a whole list of hockey moments, but screw that. It's officially the off season. What off season? So we're gonna do just every other sport that Canadians have had moments in. So Zach.
Good.
Benny's blind rankings. Benny.
Ain't that a great song?
Yeah.
It's great, hey? Like it?
Well, now it's your full time. Maybe we can get you a full song. That's what I'm hoping for.
That's
we are
funny,
keeping 3, cutting 5 non-hockey Canadian sports moments.
Correct.
Okay. Well, this could go quite a few places.
Quite a few.
Now, do they all involve maybe you don't want to say, do they all involve Canadian national teams or athletes or sports in which Canadians are the minority at which in the field, perhaps? Or do you just want me to shut up and wait for the list?
No, like it's yeah, I don't have a comment, honestly, to without giving stuff away.
Non-hockey, we're keeping 3, cutting 5 non-hockey Canadian sports moments. Correct. This is a good one.
Correct.
Like there's a couple I can think of that I for sure would want to keep.
Okay,
but I don't know if Ben would say those.
What's right away you want to keep right off the bat?
Mike Weir 2003 Masters.
Really?
Bailey 96 gold.
That's
one of my top.
Thank you. That's the one.
What about Eustachio on Sunday?
What about Ban Johnson?
No, because he lost.
He's not a cheetah.
He's not a cheetah.
But I don't know where he's going with any of these.
Oh, yeah. The Donovan Bailey would be up there for me. What about Joe Carter, Reid?
That would be pretty big because Canadians were united, even though it was the Toronto Blue Jays that united Canadians. Like, to me, you wouldn't have the Canadian Stanley Cup in '93. That wouldn't be a Canadian moment.
No, gosh.
No.
Okay.
Oh, this is exciting.
This is going to be good.
Blow our minds, young Ben.
Okay. I'll lead you off with Steve Nash getting back-to-back MVPs.
I think significant. I think an amazing accomplishment. I think a proud moment for Canadian sports fans, especially basketball fans. But I would not elevate this to the stratosphere of, I think, some things that could be here. I mean, he wasn't representing Canada. He was on an American team. I mean, he was a Canadian, but he wasn't playing for Team Canada. If he had done it as a Raptor or a Vancouver Grizzly, maybe that might be a little different.
I agree.
Or if he'd led the Grizzlies or the Raptors to the NBA championship. So a pretty big deal. Very, very cool that he did that, but I'm going to cut that. What year was that? 06 and 07? What year was that?
I believe so. I'll double check.
He was with the Suns, right?
Yep.
When that happened? Yeah. I mean, you're playing in Phoenix. I get it.
05, 06.
What do they call him? Kid
05.
Canada?
Yeah.
An incredible feat, no doubt.
Yeah.
But I agree with you, Reid. Like, things that stick out to me are in Canada, are Canadians representing Canada. You know, like he plays for the Phoenix Suns in the NBA.
Right.
Not to diminish,
but he's
back to back. Obviously, first time Canadian to ever do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to cut Steve Nash. Sorry, Steven.
Okay.
That's a good one, though, Ben.
Okay.
Have you seen Steve Nash's podcast that he does with LeBron?
I've heard about it.
It is amazing.
How often do they do it?
Not often enough.
Yeah.
They just sit around and drink a bottle of red wine
Yeah.
and talk about game film and LeBron. And they have awesome guests.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Really good.
Okay. So both of you guys cut. Next. Andre DeGrasse, 200-meter Olympic gold 2020.
Oh, that was a good one. That is a good. But how many Canadians sit around and reflect on that? That was a good one.
He was expected to win that. Like, wasn't he competitive in that, or was it the 400?
Was that 2020?
2020.
But it was actually in 2021.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
When did we win the relay? Was that 2024? Was that just 2 years ago? Because we won a 4x1 relay. That would be bigger. That's a big moment, but I think there's going to be better ones. I'm going to cut DeGrasse.
Yeah, Paris 2024 Olympic gold for the 4x100.
Yeah, to me, that would be higher up.
Now, given the fact that Benny was Googling it, I would imagine that's probably not on his list.
Not on the list.
Andre DeGrasse. Like, man, I'm really torn with this, Reid. I'm going to keep Andre DeGrasse winning the 200-meter gold.
Okay.
That is an amazing feat. Because before that, Canadians have won. Like, you know, we had Donovan Bailey. Ben Johnson obviously did what he did.
Yeah.
But the 200 meter was something because I don't know. It felt like Andre DeGrasse was never going to get to the mountaintop with 100.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this was like, okay, he's still badass.
Yeah.
Just in a different discipline. I'm going to keep Andre DeGrasse 200 meter.
Jay uses a keep.
Keep it. Okay.
I am.
Okay.
I'm so cynical I may cut all 8. Not good enough.
Wow.
Are you even Canadian, bro?
Yeah. Jeez. That was some spirit. Next. Canada beats USA at the first World Baseball Classic in 2006.
Oh, no way. Yeah.
World Baseball Classic.
That's a shout out to Iwanek. That's a shout out to Iwanek.
That wasn't even in the playoff round, wasn't it? In the round robin or the group stage?
They were up 8-0 in that game.
On what?
Canada.
Like 9-8 or something?
Yeah, there was a grand slam that US hit, but Canada stayed alive. Okay, so you guys both cut.
Yeah, that's an automatic cut.
Women's soccer 2020, Canada wins gold.
I'm gonna put that up there. I'm keeping that one.
No.
Was that not that went to penalties? Was Steph Labe not the goalkeeper?
Yes. I'm pretty sure she was.
And because I think and she was the one, like she was like walking out to them before they took the penalty kick and having to be told to get back in net. That was an incredibly exciting game. I'm keeping that one. That was a memorable tournament. I'm just trying to look. Well, I mean, I remember the penalty kicks and just how tense it was. Because how did that one go? Yeah, they beat Sweden. And then, the penalty kicks went an extra round. Sweden only scored on 2 of their 6 penalty kicks, right? I'm keeping that one. That's a huge, and that was that whole Christine Sinclair's generation. Like they were always good, like you did quite well, but didn't actually win a major international tournament, and then they won that one. So I'm keeping that one.
Okay, I'm gonna cut this.
Okay,
just because this I wasn't really following. This is the most I've followed soccer in my life. So if we're talking about things that mean something that stir up emotion with me, I can't honestly. Although that was amazing. I mean, they won gold in the Olympics for women's soccer. That's incredible. But for me, I wasn't that in tune with it.
I remember watching it and then interviewing her shortly after.
Yeah, I can't say jump all in on this and say I got to have it on the list. Although these are all worthy of being on there. Actually, the World Baseball Classic is not. But I'm gonna cut the 2020 Olympic gold.
By the way, on the road with JT Shark here in UK. All bars will be allowed to stay open until 5 a.m. for the next English game. Right, because don't they play Sunday night? Mexico, England is 6 o'clock. So that's midnight or 1 a.m. in England?
7 hours ahead.
Yeah. We better stay open until 5 a.m. Mexico, England in Mexico City. That's going to be something. Sorry, Benny.
It's okay. It's okay.
So you've kept one. I've kept one.
Yeah.
I kept Andre DeGrasse. You kept
Women's 2020 Olympic gold soccer.
So we're down to the final 4.
Okay.
2 keeps available for both of you. Next. Bianca Andreescu wins a U.S. Open women's title.
Well, that's a pretty big one. And didn't she beat Serena Williams?
I believe. Yeah, let me check.
Ooh, that is a pretty big one. And we're getting down into the final 4. Man, oh, man.
Defeating Serena Williams.
Yeah. Who I think was a little injured, but still. What year was that? Was that 18?
That was 2019.
2019.
September 2019.
Huh. I don't know where else he's going to go here.
I've got, once again, tennis for me doesn't move the needle as much as some other events, but you are right. I'm wondering what I'm up against here.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to keep it. Bianca 2019 U.S. Open.
It definitely was that was a match everybody was watching, and that kind of came out of the blue, didn't it? She was on the scene, but to win the U.S. Open, how old was she when she won that? Do you know?
She was 19. 19.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that. That's a pretty iconic moment. Bianca Andreescu.
Okay. Both using your keeps. Next is Jacques Villeneuve winning F1 driver championship.
Oh, that's a big one, too. That's very significant.
What year was this in?
97?
Jacques Villeneuve won in 97. No.
Yeah, I'm cutting this.
Pretty big. I wonder, though, how many Canadians just were kind of like, oh, cool, and then went on about their day. Well, I guess you could kind of say that about any of them.
Do you like F1 has really taken off in recent years in North America?
It was still pretty big then, though.
Not as much, not as big as it is now.
No, probably
even
not.
Close. I mean, what was the Netflix?
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
That changed a lot.
That changed
of
the
things
game
for F1.
Yeah. Okay.
To the casual viewer.
Yes. So we have 2 more left. Both of you guys have 1 keep available. Next is. You good?
Geez, chair just fired a shot.
It's a shotgun.
Sometimes it has
Just
a mind of
locks.
its own.
Yeah. Okay, next. Nick Taylor wins the Canadian Open on an eagle putt.
Oh, that was pretty cool. But it's the Canadian Open is not a major. The way he won it and the celebration was memorable.
where the security guards tackled.
It wasn't Dillette. Was it Connors? Who did they tackle?
Somebody,
Hadwin, maybe?
I think it was Adam Hadwin.
Yeah,
it was Adam Hadwin.
That was a pretty cool moment. No, that's not a world championship. That's not a major. That's not the FedEx Cup.
Yeah, I can't keep this in good faith.
I think I got to cut it. When was that? 03? Or 23, sorry?
That was 23, yep.
Okay.
Didn't they change the logo for the RBC Open to Nick Taylor?
Oh, did they? I didn't know.
They had
Probably
a silhouette of a player on it.
This is a good list. These are a lot of really cool moments, and you went some places I didn't think you would go, Ben.
Yeah, take us home, Ben.
And I'm not sure how I feel about my list. Some things are interchangeable. I'm very happy I kept the soccer gold. The World Baseball Classic was an automatic cut.
I've got issues with my list already.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, yeah, we'll see. Let's see how it ends. We're both keeping
this. Both.
Tell us the sport. See if we can guess it.
I think if I tell you the sport, then
it's Bailey.
It's not
No,
Bailey.
he's giving us a stinker. He's laying.
Is it high jump? Oh. Is it Greg Joy, silver medal?
Michael Smith,
Darts.
decathlon. Darts?
John Part, the first Canadian to win the PDO World Darts Championship in 1994.
Oh, so the obvious keep.
Yeah.
I would have kept that if I would have had that first.
I would have kept that anyway.
You know
They should
what?
have him on a dollar bill.
You don't. Yeah.
You know why?
You don't know. Yeah.
Because 180.
His name's John Dart?
John Part.
John Part.
Yes.
I'm like, what a name for darts. John Part.
That's amazing. Was he
John
the first
Dart.
Canadian to win the dart title?
Yes.
1994 World Dart Championship?
Yes.
Okay,
That's
I
amazing.
wish I kept the 2020 Olympic gold
I wish I kept
in lieu of John Dart.
I probably should have kept Villeneuve then.
I have Andre DeGrasse, Bianca Andreescu, and John Part.
I have the soccer gold and Andreescu, which I'm pretty happy I have Bianca, honestly. I probably would have liked to have kept Villeneuve or DeGrasse. Nick Taylor's nice, but I don't know if it's quite the same as winning a world championship or a major.
I
or
wouldn't
an Olympic
change
gold.
DeGrasse off this list. I wouldn't take, you could talk me into maybe Steve Nash in the 2020 Olympic gold. Jacques Villeneuve would not have made this list, my list. And the World Baseball Classic.
I mean, that was a Warwick special for you.
Yep.
I wondered if you were going to do more things though, like the
darts
ones.
I decided to keep it pretty.
It was a world
notable.
championship,
and then and then I was like, yeah, you know what, darts. Let's do darts to end it off.
Oh my goodness!
So
well done, Benny.
Thank you.
What are you thinking for tomorrow for the soccer match?
If Canada wins tomorrow, they're winning the whole bloody thing. So, honestly,
You heard it here first.
Yeah, you heard it. I'm here first to report. It's like the ninjas, you know. You win one, and you're bound.
Let's turn the mic off.
But yeah, obviously it'll be exciting to watch Canada play. I mean, to me, this is house money for me. I think they've already done a really good job and have made Canadians proud. So I'll be curious to see how they do tomorrow, and obviously hope for a big win.
I really don't like the attitude that Canadians have towards this. Like, it's very Canadian. Like, you know what? Wow,
Yeah.
round of 16. Like, it's one game. It's not like they're playing against, Jesus and his disciples. They're playing soccer. They're playing against other human beings. They can win.
Let's
I mean,
hope.
sure, it's an uphill battle. Maybe they're a better team, okay? But teams upset teams. That happens in sports. That's the reason they play the game.
There's a reason why you play the game.
I don't think the players are thinking that, though.
Heck
I don't
no.
think Marsh has them in that mood.
But that is I would say, something I'm not used to with soccer yet. Like, well, they've gone this far. Well, Canada has made the round of 16, and they should be happy. Like, well, no, screw that. Be happy when they're hoisting the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
Benny, great work. We'll see you around, my friend.
Yes, we'll do.
Okay, we got some more Elks talk coming up. We got hockey talk, Oilers, and the Carlson offer sheet. Giulio Caravatta is going to join us from the BC Lions broadcast booth. Here's a sports update with the Coop.
Just a pair of matches left in the round of 32. World Cup action. Argentina takes on Cabo Verde. 4 o'clock start. The winner moves on to face Egypt, who defeated Australia 4-2 on penalties earlier today. And a massive break in the NHL. 21-year-old Anaheim forward Leo Carlsson has received a 5-year, $90 million offer sheet from Philadelphia. That would make him the highest paid player in the NHL. And the Ducks have a week to match the offer, or they receive 4 first-round picks as compensation for Carlsson. To the CFL, the Green and Gold have added global linebacker Tyron Vreda to their practice roster. The 29-year-old Dutch native spent the past 5 seasons with the Red Blacks, suiting up in 55 games. And for tomorrow's contest against the Lions, Edmonton's Dariel Djabome starts a middle linebacker with the absence of Nick Anderson and Brock Mogensen. Friday Night Football, Riders, Red Blacks kick off at 5:30. Meanwhile, it's the Jays and Mariners in action for the first of 3 total games out west. Dylan C starts for Toronto. Luis Castillo up for Seattle. First pitch goes just after 8 o'clock. Jays play of the day up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. Stay tuned for that. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The oil stream.
Putting a lot of stock in how much time they've had off this offseason. Especially for Connor's case, you're just so close. He talked about it in the Players Tribune article that he had. For my answer personally, Reid, I think just the rest and recovery is going to just be so beneficial for this team. And then you mix in what they did.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Sentinel Storage presents.
Hi, I'm Alistair Johnston with Canada Soccer. My only dream was to become a professional footballer. Looking back at that young kid, here I am, now representing my country.
From local fields to the world stage, Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Canada Soccer.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
This summer, River Cree Resort and Casino welcomes reggae royalty for an evening with one of the world's most inspiring entertainers, Ziggy Marley. 9-time Grammy winner, Emmy winner, activist, storyteller, musician, legend. Ziggy Marley, The Bright Side Tour.
to be true to myself.
July 5th at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get tickets now at rivercreeresort.com.
Somewhere, someone is sitting on a patio that is literally part of the parking lot. They're hot, uncomfortable, and bored. Do not be that person. The Canadian Brewhouse has a rooftop, real turf, misters, fire tables, patio games, big screens, and zero reason to be bored. This summer, your standards are higher than a parking lot, and you know it. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation. With options for every style and budget, open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
All right, what's going on there, buddy?
So, Kirk, in the nasty chat, historically, Jesus did not have the best record at crucial times.
Jeez. Oh my goodness. Who's
I was
starting
in
here?
reference to my, and now I guess
They're not
comparison
playing, yeah.
that the Team Canada is not playing Jesus and his disciples.
They're playing a bunch of men.
They're playing men. They put on pants one leg at a time.
Just
Reed.
like us.
Just like us.
Yeah.
Morocco.
Yeah. They don't have three-legged pants in Morocco.
Morocco.
They don't teleport into their shorts.
Morocco. You know Morocco is 15 miles from Europe?
Yeah, it's right there. So is that the Strait of Gibraltar there?
That's correct, Reed.
Yeah. And they're one of the hosts for the next World Cup.
They are. Do you know they were a semifinalist last World Cup?
And we were in their group at the last World Cup. That's right.
Morocco.
They're good. They're
payback, Reed. You know what they say
we're going to
about
pay them
payback.
back. Yeah, we're going to pay them back. It's
Yeah.
something that comes after the initial payment.
That's right. Refund.
Yeah, we're going to give Morocco a refund.
You know what the population of Morocco is? I'll
Jeez.
tell you later.
Okay. You got Morocco facts? God, you just excite me. I've been I'm in an odd mood today. And when you bring up something trivia or fact related, now I'm finally having a good day.
Yes, I've got 12 amazing facts.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, good.
About Morocco.
That's incredible.
Some are less than amazing, but it says it.
Got a message here. You can email Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Hey, Reid. Just want to clarify some things. Taylor was at the Knicks game because she lives in New York a lot of the time. MSG is the location because of privacy. They wanted to have a huge party with all their friends. Well, all has like several L's, like all their friends and family, and not have helicopters and boats and cameras all around them. So no, it's not tacky, and they never claimed to want a small event. Taylor said she was going to invite everyone.
Who said a small event?
Sorry if this is annoying, but so are all the haters like Jasmine and Jay, LOL.
Who's that from? You can't say?
So I got an email.
Okay. Not hating. To be honest, I couldn't care less.
So there's some practicality to having it at MSG, I guess.
Sure.
But still, private event, you think of the most populated city.
There's nothing private about New York City.
No, but hold
right?
on.
It's
Hold on. Private does not mean small.
I'm not saying small.
No.
Okay, so why
There's
can't you have a
nothing
private event?
about Manhattan?
And how do they
There
know?
are private events in Manhattan every day, I would assume.
I know. I'm just it's an odd place if you want privacy. That's all I'm saying.
Now, if it
New
was
York
really,
MSG allows for that because it's a controlled space.
true.
And you can't get choppers and people trying to get, like, you can control the entry and the viewpoints of it.
Yeah, so does TD Garden in Boston.
Okay, but she apparently lives in New York now a lot of the time.
Okay.
Could have done it at the Edmonton Convention Center.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it. We're not debating if of course it should have been in Edmonton. That's not what that's not what we're talking about here.
Right.
The off-topic topic is put an Edmonton twist on the Swift Kelce
I'm
wedding.
glad I'm getting people excited about it because I could give two rips.
I got an idea. In this other, because put an Edmonton twist, we were doing if the wedding were in Edmonton, but it could also be something Edmonton in MSG. Mm-hmm. Master of Ceremonies, Murray McCourt from the ranch.
That would be great.
Well, he has a lot of tournaments and things
He's
like
used
that.
to being on the mic.
Well, he could organize it. Yeah.
He has
he has his own show.
Speaking of Murray McCourt, he has the VIP golf show Sunday, 8 to 10 a.m. Right here in Edmonton Sports Talk. It's the all-female edition this Sunday.
Oh, yes, yes.
You
I
know
saw
a lot
him.
about that show, Coop. What, do you work on it or
No,
something?
I can't. Yeah, I'm a producer here. Yeah, I come in, have a handful of great guests every week. I evolve in my golf expertise each week. I'm on the show. Very interesting.
Oh, that's funny.
Very, very good.
Anyway.
I'm regretting even bringing this up.
I'm not. This is great.
Oh,
now.
it's
this
just
is great.
such a
Taylor Swift
who
is like, no,
cares?
this is awesome.
But does
Are there messages? Do you have more messages?
No, and
Well,
if I did, I won't read them.
What are you regretting? What are you regretting?
no Rugrats? What if Kelce should take Taylor Swift's name? I'm serious. He should.
That would be actually
Like
smart.
I was saying on EST Afternoon, that would be the most sold jersey I think of all time. Like non-sports fans would get a.
Well, you
Swift
can buy
Swift Kelce.
Yeah,
Or Kelce Swift.
You could buy the jersey and put whatever name you want on it.
I know, but for that,
Well, how many?
specific,
Yeah, is he number
you know,
87?
he's
How
87.
many Swift 87 jerseys are there going to be?
There probably
that
are.
people will get made.
Whew.
780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort
Oh.
Casino inbox.
Pooley.
I'm enjoying this.
Pooley says Fort Edmonton Park, and they dress up in old-timey clothes.
See?
Yes.
Yes, this is
And
perfect.
they take the picture in the black and white with
Yes.
he's holding a musket.
Yeah, she's got an umbrella, even though it's not raining.
Fanning her face. Now we're talking.
This is perfect.
Well, they could go to that store in West Edmonton Mall. They do those old-timey photos.
Right.
That's great.
Yeah. That's all right. River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. Oh, we better do this. We're way off the clock today.
Oh, Reed, don't worry.
Does it matter? Hey, you know what? Bob Layton's not waiting for me to wrap up so he can do the news. All right? We're fine. We're fine going past 4 o'clock. There was somebody, I don't know if I could tell this story.
Yes, well, you have to.
There was, I won't say who it was, but there was somebody at Ched.
Can I guess?
No.
Okay.
That would always, okay, so the news is at 4. Hey, it's whatever slogan we had. Hey, it's a news break, whatever. It's 4 o'clock. Here's what's happening today. So sometimes a talk show might go, instead of breaking at 4:58, you break at 4:58:30. Then there's 2 minutes of commercial. So the news stinger starts playing at 4 o'clock 30. And maybe there's a little sponsor tag you get to drop in. So by the time you start reading the news, it's 4:01. Somebody always made sure they would say, it's 4:01, with that little tone, just to make sure the talk show host knew, like, yeah, thanks for making me a minute late, chatty pants. I used to find that so annoying. And no, I'm not going to let you to guess who it was.
I think I know who it was.
Well, you can tell me off air.
Actually, I know who it was.
Why, did I tell you this before?
No, I just know.
Okay. Can you put my board on, please?
It's Jay, it's play, he's
Kind of like with the tone I just gave Coob there.
It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day.
It's 4:04. Read.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Play of the day.
Usually this is supposed to be at 3:45.
Yeah, this is supposed to be at 3:40.
For Play Alberta.
Read.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. Must be 18 and older to play. And if you gamble, use your game sense.
Alrighty then. Calgary Stampede kicks off. Well, it's probably going right now, Reed.
Okay.
We could have the Stampede on the secondary TV.
Oh, really?
Which means the Chuck Wagons are going tonight, 8 o'clock. Look, I looked at this and I hummed and I hawed, and I just can't get away from Aubrey Motowalo winning the Rangeland Derby at the Calgary Stampede. So, oh yeah, all the odds are down right now. Ooh, this is exciting. Jay, excited. Now, there's Chuck Wagon winner aggregate. Aubrey Motowalo was plus 240. I got that boosted to plus 260. That is Jay's play of the day. Aubrey Motawalo to win the Calgary Stampede aggregate dash for the cash, whatever you want to call it. Now, there is also Chuck Wagon Day 1 winner. Now, if you had to go and say, I wonder who's going to, come out fast, come out hard, you might want to look at a driver named Jason Glass, whose dad, Tom Glass, who was the face of Chuck Wagon Racing, passed away within the last 7 days. This one might mean a little bit more to Jason Glass tonight. Check him out. He's on the number one barrel. I looked at that. He's in the final heat. So Jason Glass, your day one winner is plus 200. You want to sprinkle, tinkle, go ahead. But you will see over at EST Specials, go to playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on EST Specials. You will see Jay's play of the day, Aubrey Motawalo to win the Calgary Stampede Chuck Wagon aggregate, boosted to plus 260. And Reid, always remember to use your game sense.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Okay, playalberta.ca. We do have some Elks chatter coming up. We'll talk about the Carlson offer sheet and some other Oilers storylines, some things we learned from Stan Bowman yesterday. And here it is at 4:07, the 4 o'clock break.
The Lock Shop.
I don't mind just going for Messi either first goal or you find Messi 2 goals. That's the other play. The reason I'd be worried about that is I think Cabo Verde, they haven't lost the match, and they've only given up 2 goals in 3 matches, and 2 of those were against nations that have won a World Cup. And now we know Uruguay failed in this tournament mightily, but Spain couldn't find a goal. We're saying that Argentina would need 3.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Looking for a delicious meal without the hassle? Head to Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park, your home of the game day meal. From handcrafted fresh pasta with rich homemade sauces to ready-to-heat family meals, Pasta Pantry brings authentic Italian flavor straight to your table. For over 30 years, Pasta Pantry has served hot, delicious comfort food made right in our kitchen. We do it fast so you can slow down. Visit Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park today and taste the difference fresh makes. Pasta Pantry, real food, real fast, real good.
Kickoff is coming. Are you in? July 9th. Elks, Red Blacks at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. It's Salute to Service presented by YEG Plus. Come early for a pregame flyover and help us celebrate the heroes and first responders who make our communities great. Every catch, every tackle, every touchdown. The best way to experience it is being there when it happens. Edmonton Elks. Our city, our year. Get your tickets now at goelks.com/tickets.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Argentina and Cape Verde are underway in the 10th minute of action. Currently 0-0. The winner of that contest moves on to face Egypt in the round of 16. And at 7:30, closing things out in the round of 32, it's Colombia and Ghana hitting the pitch. A massive break in the NHL. Flyers have tendered a 5-year, $90 million offer sheet to Anaheim's Leo Carlson. The Ducks would receive 4 first-round picks as a compensation for Carlson. They have a week to match the offer. CFL news, the Green and Gold have added linebacker Tyron Vreda to the practice roster. The 29-year-old Dutch native spent the past 5 years with the Red Blacks, and for tomorrow's game against the Lions, Edmonton's Dariel Djabome starts a middle linebacker with the absence of Nick Anderson and Brock Mogensen. Friday night football, Riders Red Blacks kick off at 5:30. Both Samuel Emelis and AJ Ouellette are questionable for Saskatchewan. Meanwhile, it's the Jays and Mariners opening a 3-game series. Dylan Cease on the bump for Toronto. Luis Castillo up for Seattle. First pitch just after 8 o'clock. And right now, top of the 6th inning, the Cardinals whooping the Cubs 14-0. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. Hour 2 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Believe in me, the dreams that I foresee. Believe in me, believe in me, believe in me, the dreams that I foresee.
Is this your favorite one?
It's a banger.
Yeah. That's all you there.
All of them.
You want to be believed in? Do it. Is this Canada's theme song for tomorrow?
It must be.
Gotta be. They gotta be playing this in the dressing room.
Forget I Want It All. CBC, call me.
Right.
I'll open up the copyright ban for the right price.
That's amazing. Oh, wow. Have we ever got that deep into the song before?
That's a full track.
That's a really short song.
I don't think so.
That's like a minute long or something?
Well, no, that's the bridge into the ending. And then
that was part of the song?
That was
Okay.
part of the song in the ending.
Oh,
and I just was screwing around during recording, and they decided to keep that.
They left it in.
Yeah.
Screwing
They
around.
being the bass player that did all the writing?
No, the drummer and the guitarist's cousin
Yeah.
was our producer.
Aren't you guys playing at Taylor Swift's wedding?
I don't want to
Well, I
talk
guess you
about
guys
it.
are.
Yeah, it's
Can't say.
Hush, hush.
Can't say.
Right. Private.
Portions of this hour are presented by the Edmonton Elks. The best way to experience Elks football is being there when it happens. Right now, kick off summer with even bigger savings on select seats. Adults get in for $20, while youth get in for just $10 for the Elks Salute to Service game presented by YEG Plus on July 9th at 7 p.m. But first, they got the game tomorrow in Kelowna against the BC Lions. The Elks, the only team without a loss in the Canadian Football League. They are 3-0, and the Lions coming in at 0-3. Now, with Nathan Rourke at quarterback, the Lions are 6-0 against the Elks, but Edmonton trying to change that. Tomorrow, we will have the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show at 4. The game is at 5, and then the post-game show with Milne and Awanek right after the game. So, we have the depth chart. To me, the biggest thing is middle linebacker. So what's going on there?
Yeah, Djabome's getting the start at middle linebacker. So Dariel Djabome comes as a draft pick, first-round draft pick for the Elks out of Rutgers. Drafted as somebody that is physical, very speedy for his size. So he's been playing specials all year. He's been done a great job so far on specials. This is a different animal. And it's going to be a test. But I mean, Reid, we wouldn't know about Brock Mogensen if it weren't for injuries. We wouldn't know about Nick Anderson, really, if it weren't for injuries. So luckily, the Elks have depth at middle linebacker position. We'll see how Dariel Djabome handles it. He still has Joel DeBlanco on his flank. He still has what I believe is his best secondary in the CFL. And I want you all to take special note of how many defensive linemen the Elks have dressed. 10. For 4 positions. That is a lot of defensive linemen.
Right.
So, I believe, and this started happening under defensive coordinator J.C. Sherritt last season due to injury. Jake Seresna's injured. They had Robbie Smith, I believe, was injured. They had injuries, so they had to bring in more inexperienced talent, but they did it by committee. They kept rolling through their defensive line. I played on a team at U of A that did that. And that defensive line, our defense had the most sacks by, I think, double in Canada West. It is very good to keep those motors fresh so that they can put pressure on Nathan Rourke and try and limit his success in tomorrow's game. Because if you don't, he'll make a great secondary look average. So you have to be able to get to Nathan Rourke. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Djabome does handling the middle linebacker spot.
What do you want to see from the Elks on offense?
Ooh.
I mean, they're 3-0, so we shouldn't nitpick too much. But
yeah, I want to see what they've been doing, which is feeding the ball to Justin Rankin and taking care of the ball. Right? They come into this week number 1 in the CFL, +6 in the turnover ratio.
Right.
You know who's last in the CFL right now?
Lions.
BC. Okay. It's not easy to tell, or it's not hard to see why Edmonton's 3-0, BC's 0-3. The turnover ratio has so much to do with success in the CFL. Cody Fajardo and that offense just need to take care of the ball. The offense will happen. Justin Rankin will go off. He'll have his runs. I'd like to see Justin Rankin a little bit more involved in the passing game, to be honest, because he's very good at that. They're very successful when Justin Rankin has reps as a receiver or receives the ball through the air. So just take care of the ball. Utilize it, spread it around. You've got a ton of athletes at that receiver position. They are also doing it by committee. So I would say if you could duplicate the offensive production from last week in Winnipeg, but we talked about it all week. Art Killam talked about it. We heard David Beard talk about it yesterday. The efficiency in the red zone. They've got to finish in the red zone. You cannot go 2 for 6 in the red zone against the BC Lions. They'll make you pay for it.
How concerned are you about Rourke's ability to run the ball? Because he's an elite passer, but he's a very good scrambler. I mean, there was that run last year, and even the one game last year, I think the one in BC, they held him in check in the first half, and then he exploded in the second half. But he made a lot of plays getting away from a blitz and even getting up the middle, even if he gets 5-7 yards. Is that something that, if it comes down to that, you'll live with that? Like making him a runner is fine. Like eventually he won't get away, or
no. And I think that also lends itself really to why they have so many defensive linemen dressed.
Okay,
is because with Nathan Rourke, you can't blitz him 50% of the game, 40%. Like you have to limit your blitzes and bring them at opportune times.
Okay,
because in a blitz, if you're in zero coverage, all the defensive backs have their back turned to the quarterback or are covering receivers. If Nathan Rourke slips out of that pocket, he's taken off. And he's got a lot of green grass. I think with having these 10 D linemen dressed, that'll allow them to try and keep Nathan Rourke in check by committee without having to blitz. Keeping him inside the pocket, because I truly believe that J.C. Sherritt knows or thinks that if it's Nathan Rourke in the pocket against his defensive secondary, that's a matchup that he thinks that they can win.
I wonder. See, I basically agree with you. I think they will blitz him sparingly. I mean, I think on that last play against Montreal, they brought 7 guys. I don't think they'd ever brought more than 5.
Right.
And then when JC was like, okay, we need a stop here, we need an incompletion, then they brought it.
Yep.
So I think it's going to be brought sparingly against Rourke,
but when it is brought, it's at the right time.
Right,
and
exactly.
It's at an unexpected time.
When you really got to force a rushed pass or an incompletion, or he's maybe in a groove where it's like, okay, they're coming, but I usually got this much time, and then you got to throw his rhythm off.
Yeah, credit to J.C. Sherritt. His blitz packages, I mean, you see it on the other side with BC, and that's why their defense is getting burnt so much, is just they blitz way too much. So it just puts your defensive backs in a very bad position. All right. It's hard to cover these guys one-on-one.
Interesting matchup. We'll get a closer look at it with Giulio Caravatta from the Lions broadcast booth when we get back.
In the 19th minute, Cape Verde and Argentina are tied 0-0. The winner of that moves on to face Egypt, who defeated Australia 4-2 on penalties earlier today. In other news, the Flyers have signed Ducks center Leo Carlsson to a 5-year deal worth $18 million per season. The Ducks have a week to match the offer sheet, or they'll have to settle for 4 first-round picks as compensation. CFL news, the Green and Gold have added global linebacker Tyron Vreda to their practice roster. The 29-year-old Dutch native has spent the past 5 seasons with the Red Blacks, suiting up in 55 games. For tomorrow's contest against the Lions, Edmonton's Dariel Djabome starts a middle linebacker with the absence of Nick Anderson and Brock Mogensen. Friday night football, it's the Riders and Red Blacks kicking off. That game starts at 5:30 tonight. Meanwhile, the Jays, they're in Seattle facing the Mariners for the first of 3 total games. Dylan Cease on the bump for Toronto. Luis Castillo up for Seattle. First pitch just after 8 o'clock. And there's one game live. Currently, the Cubs trailing by 16 to the Cardinals, bottom 6th inning. More Elks Lions preview up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
A new season starts tomorrow, July 1st. In 2024, this was a really good team, a really good contending team that had really good players on it, and they were at all the different positions. And it's been downgraded. Leon's word, this team, led by the management group, Jeff Jackson, Stan Bowman, have downgraded this team.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Here's to the beautiful lakes and stunning landscapes Canada has to offer. And for the kayak, camping gear, and summer toys you use to enjoy them? Need extra space? Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca. Happy Canada Day.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Is that you with that primal scream?
That's the guitarist. That wasn't me.
Oh, it's a guttural roar.
That could have been all of us, Reid, to be honest with you.
It sounded layered.
Yeah, we were angry.
Pretty good.
Kids.
Yeah, it's a lot of angry music.
We're getting all of our pent-up Sherwood Park aggression out.
A lot of anger.
A lot of being angry about.
A lot of anger for that life in...
growing up in the hard streets of Sherwood Park.
Yeah, doesn't get much harder than that. 780-218-9999 is how you text us. The River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Don't forget about the happy hour at Tap 25. $5.25 drinks, all beers, including bottle and draft, import and domestic, select premium well highballs, and select premium wine served at Tap 25, Center Bar, Onyx, and on the casino floor, Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. You can email Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. You can post in the nasty chat. That's the chat stream going on YouTube. And if you have not done so already, give us a thumbs up. We like to get over 100 thumbs every show for a couple reasons. It's a nice plateau to say you get a 100 thumb show in 3 hours. And also it helps build the algorithm, or so I'm told, on YouTube, and recommends us to more and more people, which is how we keep growing our audience, which is pretty fun to do. Elks at Lions tomorrow. We are going to go to the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team. Fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. Love talking to this guy. Been chatting with him for several years. Usually whenever there's a game between the Double E and the Lions coming up, Giulio Caravatta is checking in. Giulio, it's Reid and Jay. How are you doing?
Good, guys. How are you?
Good. I was thinking about you this morning, and we were texting, and I was like, well, I got to ask him about having the World Cup in Vancouver. And then wait a minute. He's probably been in Kelowna for the past 2 weeks and is missing all the
actually, I was in Kelowna last week for about 4 days, and then went home and just returned today. But it's been a fabulous atmosphere here in Kelowna. The 4 days I spent here last week were really, really cool. They've done a really nice job with the stadium. The fans were into it. Just overall was just a really, really great experience, I think, for everybody who was at the first game, and I'm sure that'll continue through to the second game.
I thought it looked great on TV. I mean, Kelowna's a beautiful spot, obviously, but I thought the stadium looked great. The fans looked into it. You even saw some Calgary fans there. I think the weather was pretty good for that game, if I remember correctly. So, I mean, before we dive into this one, I guess the question is, like, could there ever be a team there? I mean, we know there's going to be some sort of expansion. I think it's fairly a well-populated part of the country.
Yeah.
I would assume there's people that would have money and the time to go to support a CFL team.
Well, I think, as you mentioned, I think the one thing that really jumps out at me, it's been a few years since I've been up here, is just the population growth. Between West Kelowna and now Kelowna and Vernon and Lake Country, there's a lot of people in this area. And I think a lot of people will be surprised how many people from Alberta, whether it's Calgary or Edmonton. There's a lot of people that have homes here, I think, for the summertime. So, as to whether or not it would fly here, I mean, that's a good question. Football's, the junior football is big here. I mean, as far as expansion goes, I don't know. You'd have to talk to somebody above my pay scale, but they are passionate here. The stadium looks great. It's a great city. I don't think that, it would be a problem if the logistics would work. I think they'd have a long way to go with facilities. And, the stadium is, it's only 1,500 seats in the grandstand. All the other temporary seats are all temporary. So, and then to have a facility, a dressing room of a pro caliber would, you need this.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether or not someone would fork it out.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, it'd be a massive stadium expansion, or just build a new one if you're going to do that, probably, right? But it's interesting to have a dream. I'd love to see them I'd love to see them Quebec, Halifax, Kelowna.
It'd be a good road trip. It'd be a good road trip.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, any time of year, really. This time of year is beautiful. Yeah. Maybe, other teams, Edmonton going down there mid-October, they'd probably be fine with that. So, yeah, that's a good point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Giulio Caravatta joining us here, Lions analyst. He's joining us courtesy of the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Giulio, look, the BC Lions, they're fourth in net offense in the CFL. They're second in first downs. They're first in passing yards. What's going on in BC? Why is this team 0-3, Giulio?
Well, that's when you look at the statistics, I think you would get one impression, and then when you see them, I think honestly, guys, they have a good team. But the reality is that there's a lot of good teams in this league, and the one thing you can't do is make mistakes, and that's one of the things that's really hurt this team. They continue to self-destruct at critical times. Now you look at that Calgary game. The special teams was as bad as I've seen. And I know that you guys obviously have heard that Corey McDermott, the special teams coordinator, has been let go. But it was a very, very disappointing performance all the way around, from coverage to return. You jump offside on 3rd and 5. You fumble a kickoff return with 30 seconds left in the half, and they go down and score. You give up a punt return touchdown. I mean, that's 14 points right there. And there was another offside penalty that led to a fresh set of downs for Calgary that led to a touchdown. I mean, those are all critical errors in the course of a game. And you just can't make those kinds of mistakes. And that's what they've been doing. Now, in fairness to the Lions, as far as defense goes, they haven't been good enough. Last week they were much better, but those first 2 weeks I thought they could have done a lot more. They didn't get enough pressure after the quarterback, which they improved on last week. But in this league, guys, if you don't get after the quarterback and force him to get rid of the football or disrupt the timing of the quarterback, these guys are too good. Look what they're doing in the CFL this year. The quarterbacks, it's been unbelievable. They're tearing it up. Like yesterday, Vernon Adams was unbelievable. Look at the scores. It's been just an extraordinary year for offense to start the season. So maybe it's just one of those things where offenses have caught up to the defenses, and it's going to be a little while before the defense catches up to the offense.
Were there questions from Lions faithful? Because as you said, special teams coordinator Corey McDermott was relieved of his duties. Was there questions in inner circles saying, okay, was that really the extent of the problem? Or is this, because I would say it's no secret. A Mike Benavides led defense, who's the defensive coordinator for the BC Lions, lives and dies by the blitz. They take risks. They put their defensive backs in cover zero situations all game long. And I'm sorry, I'm just looking at it and saying, you look at BC's defensive statistics, they're near the bottom of the league. So
yeah,
is there pressure or questions being asked to Mike Benavides as to, what's going on and how long can this continue this way?
Yeah, that's a very fair point. There are a lot of people asking that question. But I think the one thing about Mike's defense, and he's been almost forced to do this, is he's been forced to blitz a little bit more because they can't get to the quarterback. Right. So, you look at a team like Calgary, for example, and I look at a team like Edmonton. I've watched all the games. Edmonton is able to generate pressure with 4 guys, and they're gonna make you hurry things up with their blitz. They're very good at linebacker, and that's the whole game. Now, when you play Trevor Harris and you play Bo Levi Mitchell your first 2 games, and you try to blitz against those kinds of guys who have the poise and the experience to sit in there and know where to go with the football, then you've got bigger problems too, right? A lot of times if you bring blitz at a guy, you're forcing him to get rid of the football a little bit quicker than he wants to. But in both those cases, the Lions just couldn't get to Trevor or Bo. And when you give him that kind of time and you're playing cover zero, you're in trouble. There's no DB in this league that's going to be able to cover a guy for that long. It's just too big a field. So first and foremost for the Lions defense, they need to be better up front with their 4 defensive linemen. Casey Sales needs to be better. Jonah Tavai needs to be better. Now they've got a little bit of an injury issue with Levi Bell, so they're going to have a couple of rookies. Colby Taylor is going to step into the lineup. I mean, you're playing with a very green defensive end. Those guys need to perform, plain and simple. And if they have to start bringing secondary pressure with linebackers and DBs, you're going to expose yourself. And you better hope you get to him before he gets to you.
What have you seen? It's a tale of 2 different stories here. I mean, Edmonton's off to a 3-0 start I've asked this before. Are you more surprised that Edmonton's 3-0 or the BC's 0-3? Both are shocking, to be quite honest.
Mm-hmm.
What have you thought about the play of Justin Rankin, who is just week in, week out? He just continues to produce on the ground, in the air. What can you say about him, Giulio?
Well, that's when you look at their team and you look at the games. And the other thing too is, they started out Edmonton. Both games weren't perfect as far as weather goes, so it really showed, that they can play a down and dirty game. And when you've got a Justin Rankin, I think that's probably what you would prefer. He's a guy that can hurt you in a lot of different ways. Anytime you look at the statistics and you see a guy who leads your team in rushing and also leads your team in receptions, you know what you have to do defensively in order to stop that, right? So they're gonna try to clog it up and force them into maybe throwing the ball, but they're so good at the quick screen game and getting the ball out of his hands. They're going to be very, very tough to defend. And then you throw in Rankin when you can throw him a little 5-yard screen pass or throw him a little 5-yard swing pass and he turns 5 into 70. That's what makes them elite, right? That's what makes them great players. So I'm excited about seeing him play up in person. I'm a fan. I love seeing guys like that be successful. But at the same time, I know the Lions are going to have their hands full. The guy's a superstar.
Well, I think obviously Nathan Rourke's a superstar. He could play the next 15 years and retire as maybe Flutie's up there, but if he plays that long, he's going to be one of the all-time greats in the league.
Well, certainly one of the greatest Canadians. I
still look into this game and be like, you can. I don't care if the Lions are 0-17 in 3 months. I'd still say watch out for Rourke in the final game of the season. I have that much respect for him. But how is he handling the team struggles? Is he taking a lot of this on himself, even though there's other areas of the team? You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing, and I talked to him a little bit today. Nathan, is never gonna throw anybody under the bus. That's just not his style. He's always going to bear the burden on himself. And he'll say that he needs to play better and he needs to make better decisions and all these things that he needs to do better. He's not going to blame anybody else. But you're right. Nathan is very elite. He's the kind of guy that can win a game on his own. If you need him to throw the ball 50 times, I'll take my chances with that. But at the same time, he is only one person, and they need to help all the way. We always talk about complementary football, right? When you're a good team like Edmonton right now that's playing very, very well, what are you getting? You're getting what you need from your offense. You're getting good defense, and you're getting your special teams to step up. But there are going to be stretches in the season where if your offense struggles a little bit, you need your defense and special teams to pick you up, get you a good field position, get yourself a good return, get a pick six. Those kinds of things are the recipe for successful football. And when you don't have that complementary football going on, it makes for a very, very tough game. You can't ask your offense to go out onto the field because the Lions have the worst field position in the league. You can't ask them to go out to the 30-yard line every drive and say, okay, here you go, drive the field, because that's how we're going to get points. You just can't do it. You need a return. You need a ball taken out to the midfield where your offense has half a field. You need a turnover. All those kinds of things, they just haven't been getting them. And no turnovers has hurt them. And so, guys, it's right in front of you. You can see exactly what the problems are. But right as it is now, they're the only people that can fix it. And the other part of this whole equation, guys, I'll give you because I don't think that I want to use it as an excuse, but it is a little bit of an issue as far as from the outside looking in, is that this team has been displaced for 6 weeks because of the World Cup.
Right. Sure.
So, you go to training camp, you come home, you go onto the road, you get a bye week. Then all of a sudden you got to go back on the road for 2 games here in Kelowna. You're going to have to go on the road again and play Edmonton. You're going to get another bye, and then you're going to play Edmonton. They're not going to play a home game till the end of July. And so, football players, and I will say most athletes, they love routine, right? You love routine. You love, things to be a certain way all the time. And when things don't go your way, the way things have happened to the Lions, you start to, you get out of routine. You start to get into your own head. And that can be a big problem. I've always said the 6 inches between your ears can talk you in and out of a lot of things. And for the Lions right now, their confidence is low. They need to have some good things happen to them early on in this football game, because as any team struggles, if things go poorly early, they're going to say, here we go again.
Yeah, well, as we've seen with the Elks, I mean, you make a good point, too. It's a different season for them. You got to go to Cologne, all that kind of stuff. And then the tension, the possible tension for them of playing catch-up, that's what hurt the Elks the last.
Yeah.
The Elks had a 9-game stretch last season when they went 6-3. The problem was they were 1-7 in the 8 games before that. You can't recover, right? That's what the Lions are up against.
That's a great point. And I said that last week, and I'll say it again. I mean, at this time of the year, there's not a game where you say, oh my, this is a must win. But when you look at the schedule and you look all of a sudden, like you just said, if you get 8 points behind Edmonton, you can kiss any chance of first place bye-bye at this point, because as you said, you're climbing uphill, right? You're into week 5 and you're already going up a steep hill, and you can't have that, right? So you look at what happened with Calgary. They came in here, they won a game, they won yesterday. Now you're 2-2, you're right back into it. The Lions have got to say to themselves, listen, we got to win this game, because if we don't, we're gonna be in a big hole.
Well, it's going to be fun. I love watching Rourke play. Certainly, the Elks have inspired a lot of people in this market after a few tough seasons. So I'm looking forward to a very good game. Julia, we always love having you on the show. Thank you so much for doing this. And yeah, not a home and home for the Elks, but it is for the Lions, as you were saying. So and then in Edmonton. So hopefully we'll run into you in Edmonton in a couple weeks.
Yeah, for sure, guys. I appreciate it. Always love being on. So take care. Have a great day, and let's hope for a great game.
Right on. Giulio Caravatta checking in, Lions analyst. Great to talk to. Knows that team, knows the CFL. Man, he was good. I feel like, man, I learned a lot about the Lions. But he said it, turnovers, field position, star quarterback who's often playing catch-up, though,
Well, and I mean, he did allude to the fact that BC's depth on the D-line is not where it probably should be.
Right.
That they're having to press into action some younger players that might not have otherwise had opportunities. So you asked earlier, what is something you would like to see from this Elks offense? Well, the defense is blitzing out of necessity because they can't get pressure otherwise. So if that is the case, there are ways to induce that and then get it out of harm's way. And Justin Rankin, if Justin Rankin can, let me say this. I think there's a very good chance that Justin Rankin stays on pace for 1,000 rushing, 1,000 receiving after tomorrow's game in BC.
That'd be awesome.
I think Justin Rankin could have one of his biggest games of the year, and that's hard to believe. He's had some big ones. This could be a big one.
Yeah, but he said it, and I don't want to sound like I'm a cocky Edmontonian now, because I was saying this from the other point of view the last couple of years.
Exactly.
But Giulio said it. If the Elks win tomorrow, the chances of the Lions finishing ahead of the Elks are almost non-existent.
Mm-hmm.
Even if the Lions came in and won here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
a 4-game lead on a team in an 18-game season.
You put yourself in a deep hole.
Giulio said it. If the Lions lose tomorrow, they will not finish first in the West. Because even if by some stretch of the imagination they caught Edmonton, they're not catching whatever other team would have also passed Edmonton.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Elks fans have seen that. They know what it's like.
We lived that the last few years. I mean, the Elks were okay. Well, we're 1-4 now. We're 1-5 last year. Now we're okay. Well,
and then when you put together
maybe we can get the crossover.
Yeah, and then you put together that good stretch of games where you're well above 500.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you might pass.
It's irrelevant.
You might pass somebody, but
then you're just holding out hope for a crossover.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, this is a huge game. This is a game, Reid, that if the Elks can go into Kelowna and get this win and go to 4-0, then I think this is something now that would really put the CFL on notice. If you can go and beat a team that's you're 0-6 in your last,
against Rourke,
against Nathan Rourke, and you know what? It was a great point by Giulio Caravatta as well about being displaced. That would be tough on a team.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
That would be tough on a team for sure. Yeah, Kelowna is beautiful and all that, but guess what? There's a lot of
routine home games where you're not actually in your own bed.
There's a lot of distractions in Kelowna.
All right, Coob has an update, including a goal from the World Cup. Of course, Edmonton Sports Talk is presented by Play Alberta. Go to playalberta.ca/EST. Here's Coob.
Stoppage time just before the end of the first half. Argentina leads 1-0 over Cape Verde. A goal from Lionel Messi. The winner of that match moves on to face Egypt, who defeated Australia 4-2 on penalties earlier today. In other news, the Flyers have signed Ducks center Leo Carlsson to a 5-year deal worth $18 million this season. The Ducks have a week to match the offer, or they'll have to settle with 4 first-round picks in compensation. CFL news, the Green and Gold have added global linebacker Tyron Vreda to their practice roster. The 29-year-old Dutch native spent the past 5 years with the Red Blacks, suiting up in 55 games. And for tomorrow's contest, Apple Bowl against the Lions, Edmonton's Dariel Djabome starts a middle linebacker with the absence of Nick Anderson and Brock Mogensen. Friday Night Football, it's Riders Red Blacks kicking off at 5:30. Samuel Emelis and AJ Ouellette are questionable for Saskatchewan. Meanwhile, the Jays face the Mariners for the first of 3 total games. Dylan Cease on the bump for the Jays. Luis Castillo up for Seattle. First pitch just after 8 o'clock. And currently 2 games are live, including the Pirates and Nationals. Runless, top of the first inning. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Edmonton is expecting some changes this offseason, and I'm talking about your flooring. Paramount Flooring brings over 30 years of trusted service and expert installation. No permission is needed to speak with them. Visit their showroom, open 7 days a week, or online at ParamountFlooring.ca. The Reid Wilkins Show returns following the break here in Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you in the loop.
The EST Hangout.
To see the other nationalities, for example, like the Brazilian fans, unreal. The bar, the way they set it up, the way they dance, and their culture. They're outside, they're kicking the soccer ball with their kids. Like, just all those different cultures. It was unbelievable. And you mentioned England. Yeah, those guys can party.
Oh, yeah.
They like to party.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Here's to the beautiful lakes and stunning landscapes Canada has to offer. And for the kayak, camping gear, and summer toys you use to enjoy them? Need extra space? Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca. Happy Canada Day.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. We're having a fun Friday here. We're going to have words of the day, name the animal in the final hour. We'll tell you about some exciting stuff going on with Football Alberta. We can also let you know, so our golf tournament, the EST Classic, the EST Golf Classic, is at the ranch on Wednesday. It is full, but we're going to have a great time there. And then we also have one of our other major events coming up later this month. 2 majors in 1 month. That's crazy.
Say it ain't so.
That's crazy talk. Saturday, July 25th at the St. Albert Rugby Club is the Nasty Bash.
6 p.m.
6 p.m. It's on a Saturday this year. Last year was on a Friday, wasn't it?
I believe so.
I think the last 2 years were on a Friday. This is already the 4th Nasty Bash. You're welcome to come, but you gotta. It's free, right? But you gotta let us know. So RSVP at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Is that the email?
That's the
Did I
email.
give the right email? RSVP at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Just say, hey, I want to come to the Nasty Bash, and you'll get on the list because space is limited. So it's not ticketed, but
we just need to know.
Yeah.
Need to know how many people are expected.
It's always a fun event. A lot of mingling, a lot of joviality, and somebody's going to get baptized. Do we know how this is working yet? Maybe I shouldn't say anything.
Oh,
I'm not in charge of that, so maybe I shouldn't talk about it.
I don't. I mean, that's just up to...
I keep dropping little things I shouldn't be dropping. Like
people above
Benny
our
and
pay
Coop.
grade.
Yeah, which is pretty much everybody.
Yes.
So,
except that guy.
Poor Coop. No, he's a good guy. So anyway, you want to come to the Nasty Bash? RSVP at EdmontonSportsTalk.com is how you can email. If you got us on YouTube this afternoon, thank you. Tell you what, give us a thumbs up. We're on pace to get to 100 thumbs, but we got to keep going. So if you haven't given a thumbs up, please do so.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb.
Oh, wow. You're mixing in the vocals there. That's pretty good. All right. So a bunch of fun stuff. So we should say on Wednesday, though, we're not going to have a show because we'll be golfing.
Correct.
Right. So what are we doing that? What is that day? Just a couple hours in the morning? 6 to 8 a.m. from the ranch. It's always a great event. That's a great course. We did a show there a couple weeks ago for the Capital Care Tournament.
Yes.
So, but this one we're actually playing in. I believe we get to be celebs at that tournament.
I don't like that term.
No.
It's hard to...
I know, it's a weird term.
It's a weird term.
But we're featured. We're featured golfers.
Sure. You know what? It is always...
We're featured participants. Golfing is loosely what you and I do.
Well, yeah, this will be my first and probably only round of the year.
I have not yet played, yeah.
But you know what? It's a great time to get out there, meet some people that help keep the lights on at EST.
Yeah.
A lot of our partners are involved with this tournament as well. So yeah, I really look forward to the EST golf tournament.
And I probably will hit one good shot at some point.
Oh, don't sell yourself short.
I'm not. I said I'd hit probably one good shot.
Regis, one shot? Get out of here.
The tap-in putt.
No. You're gonna.
You know what the worst thing in the scramble is when you hit one close to like 3 or 4 feet. Well, what do you finish it off? Oh, I'll go last. It's like I don't want to. I'd sooner have a 15-foot putt than a 4-footer.
Yeah, the worst is when everybody shanks.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Hey, we're 100 yards out. We got to get something on the
hit
green.
a wedge, even if it's not close at this point."
And then you burn a mully, and it goes in the water.
Yeah,
and you're like, "Great."
Now there's not. Where's the water on the ranch? 18, you got to drive over the pond.
Well, 18. There's that little
10, 1 and 10, right?
Yeah, 1 and 10
have the, but that shouldn't be in play.
There's also a crick.
The crick is
that's what 14.
Why can't I? The downhill part. That's a beautiful hole.
Beautiful.
13.
Yeah.
13.
Is that
sure.
13?
I think so. We started a tournament there, my group and I
Okay.
once. That's a nice one. That's probably the most beautiful hole on the course, in my opinion.
It is very nice. It is very nice.
Or the one with the rocks. That one's not too difficult.
That's the crick.
Yeah, that's
that
the
is
same
the
one. I
crick.
think that's the same one we're talking about. Yeah, the downhill par 3.
14.
Oh, that's 14.
Is there another par 3 that has a crick?
I believe so.
No,
Is there
there's
not? There's a
par
little
3.
ravine that you have to hit over the.
Well, that's
Kinda
the par 3
little
on the
rock
front
bed.
9. I think that is 8, which is a very hard hole.
Yeah, but there's not
That's
water on that
facing
one.
the city.
Yeah, it faces the road there. It looks like, the green looks like huge, but then when you hit it, there's always wind there.
But there is water at 16 too.
Is that a par 3? I can't remember.
16 and 17.
17's the par
The
4.
long par.
The par 4 where the water sticks out. And then
That's a par 3.
17 is the par 3, I think.
Yeah, 17's par 3.
But 16 is the par 4. It's the same water hazard.
The same water.
Where you're
Yes,
coming
yes,
at it.
yes, yes,
sorry,
yes.
Dave.
That's where
you got to carry the water on that par 3.
Right.
But it's not right up to the front of the green, though. So I think you can be short and be okay.
Riding the Pine. Do you have to RSVP to the Nasty Bash? Yes.
Yes, you
Yes,
can't.
you do.
You
cannot just show up.
No. It's basically ticketed without paying for tickets.
Correct.
You have to say, hey, I want to come. Yeah. So please, RSVP. Because it's a limited space. So we can't say, hey, let's have 1,000 people and not everybody's going to fit in.
Correct.
Right.
Only if it was at the Madison Square Garden, we could.
Yeah.
But
or if we were outside somewhere. I don't know. The oil understood. GCL Diesel. Providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts. Proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel! Understood. All right. What do you think of this offer sheet? So if you missed this is Leo Carlson offer sheet with the Flyers, 5 years, $90 million. Elliot Friedman reporting $85 million is paid out in bonuses. If the Ducks don't match, they would get 4 first-round picks from the Flyers. Anaheim has a week to decide if they match. I think it might have been Ben Pulp, our buddy from the Chicago Sun-Times, said they should stop calling it an offer sheet. Philadelphia did not just make Leo Carlson an offer. Leo Carlson signed a contract with the Philadelphia Flyers. This is not just like the player has to be involved in this. It's not just an offer sheet and Leo Carlson is also mulling over the offer. This is a signed contract. Like Leo Carlson is willing to leave the Anaheim Ducks, right? Mm-hmm. Just side note, just for the sake of.
I'm just looking at the breakdown of this because, as per Frank Saravalli, it says July 10th, 2026, $19.95 million signing bonus.
Right.
His salary for the season next year is $850,000.
Yeah, you can't live on that, so thank God he's getting the signing bonus.
Then another bonus July 1st
of next year.
Next year.
Which is usually when the bonuses are paid out. Yeah.
$18.1 million.
Yeah.
Why is the contract structured like that? Because that all goes against the cap, right?
Oh, yeah. It's still the average annual value against the cap, right? The AAV.
Is that the way? Like,
I think it's because then you're telling Anaheim you have to have, almost $30 million within the next year.
$38,900,000 payable in the first 357 days.
Right. That's why.
So, is this?
$38 million, not 28. Yeah.
I looked at Anaheim's Puckpedia. Now we don't there's no parameters around this. Whether there's I would imagine this is locked up around a no movement clause as well. Why wouldn't it be? Every contract.
No, he's too young to get a no movement.
Oh, so it would still be even for years he would qualify. You can't have that on there.
You have to be of RFA age.
So this would all be he could be moved at any time.
Yeah.
For the entirety of the deal?
Well, maybe the last year wouldn't be.
Because he's 21 right now.
It does say on Puckpedia that his UFA age is, or UFA year is 2030.
Okay, so the last year of this deal, then he could have a no move, I think. If I'm remembering.
On Puckpedia, it says 2031, 30 is his July 1st, 2031 is when he'd become a UFA.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And 30-31 at least.
Well, because that's the end of the contract, but
yeah.
Right, but then the year before he'd be of age, so to become okay. I see.
It does say
anyway. There's most of this.
Like I see comments like this is the demise of the NHL. This is the
Are you kidding
the
me?
start of the end of the NHL.
How
This is
so?
exciting.
I don't know. I agree. How so? I mean, if the TV revenue's coming in, the salary cap's going up, right? Like right now, the salary cap is at 104. What's it projected to go to? 116?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that in the next 3 seasons. I mean, that's very good for a league.
And they're looking to expand eventually too.
Are there just sour grapes over an offer sheet of this magnitude?
Well, is this some sort of revenge for Cutter Gauthier wanting to go?
Possibly.
Yeah. Another part of the storyline.
So what do you think happens here, Reid? Do you think Anaheim matches?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
They've certainly got the cap space to do so.
Yes. Because even if they sign him, they still have $17 million. Can you imagine if the Oilers had that much to play with? My goodness. I think they're going to match. But a little bit of drama in the offseason. 780-218-9999 River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. This is the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel. Which Bowman clip do you want to hear? Why he thinks they're going to take a step forward?
Hit it.
From yesterday's show.
The other big thing is we have a different coaching staff, not just the players. But I think part of the problem last year was we had a group of players that underperformed, and they're good players. They didn't play to their top level. And we need to get more out of the guys that were here. And I'm confident that Mike Babcock and DJ are going to help us get that. I think they have a different approach to how they're going to run the team. And I think it's going to try to build up some of our more peripheral players to have important roles. And so we do have some new players as well, no question. And so I think when you add that all up, there's a lot of optimism for how this team is going to look. And even some of the players that were here last year and maybe didn't play their best, I'm hoping and expecting for the way that Mike runs the team to be different and for our team's performance to be much better.
What do you think?
Once again, I mean, we've talked about this a lot, that there is the belief from Oilers management that Mike Babcock and this staff with DJ Smith is going to be able to change players. Now, I'm not necessarily sure that he's talking about Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl so much. Maybe. But players that didn't live up to their potential or their signings or their contract last year, a.k.a. Trent Frederick.
Right.
I honestly think that Stan Bowman believes, and hey, if that happens, great, that Mike Babcock is going to make a bona fide third liner out of Trent Frederick. Maybe fourth liner. I don't know. Bottom six somewhere, but somebody that's contributing at that level.
Well, he had 40 points in 23-24. That's what he should be. That's who he signed. If Trent Frederick can go from 7 points to 40, Mike Babcock's going to win Coach of the Year because other good things are going to happen as well.
Sure. How likely is that?
It's a pretty big jump.
Be huge. But you can tell from that clip, Reid. That's what he... Now, what did we say yesterday? He had 7 points last year?
7 points.
4 goals.
Minus 15.
What would be... Okay, Reid. What would be a successful turnaround season for a player like Trent Frederick?
10 goals, 15 assists.
25 points.
Yep.
I think you're bang on. I think that would be a perfectly acceptable year. Given...
that he had 7 last year.
What Oilers fans saw
if he
last
almost quadruples his point total, then yeah, that's pretty good.
So hey, I mean, jury's out, right? That's what we've been saying all along. That's what you and I were saying after yesterday's transactions, is that there's still a lot to be determined from this Oilers team.
780-218-9999 is how you text us. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Don't forget about the $21.99 prime rib special at Tap 25. That's 7 days a week except show nights from 11:30 in the morning to 11 at night. It's available for dine-in and takeout. Find out more at rivercreekresort.com. Are we doing the Morocco facts next?
Yes, we are.
Buying or selling for Damon Bunting. Here's the coup first.
Two guys and a
I think
goalie.
there's something there. He's 24 right now, going through the pitfalls, the highs and lows of the American League and trying to get to the NHL. And he's got a fresh start now. That's a cool thing for a guy to have. And we'll see how it goes. It might work, it might not. But I did like the fact that they went and got Devin Levi.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Kickoff is coming. Are you in? July 9th. Elks, Red Blacks at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. It's Salute to Service presented by YEG Plus. Come early for a pregame flyover and help us celebrate the heroes and first responders who make our communities great. Every catch, every tackle, every touchdown. The best way to experience it is being there when it happens. Edmonton Elks, our city, our year. Get your tickets now at goelks.com/tickets.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
This summer, River Cree Resort and Casino welcomes reggae royalty for an evening with one of the world's most inspiring entertainers, Ziggy Marley. 9-time Grammy winner, Emmy winner, activist, storyteller, musician, legend. Ziggy Marley, The Bright Side Tour. To be true to July 5th at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get tickets now at rivercreeresort.com.
Sentinel Storage presents.
Hi, I'm Alistair Johnston with Canada Soccer. My only dream was to become a professional footballer. Looking back at that young kid, here I am, now representing my country.
From local fields to the world stage, Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Canada Soccer.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
Early in the second half, 48th minute of action, Argentina leads Cape Verde 1-0 off a goal from Lionel Messi. The winner of that match moves on to face Egypt in the round of 16. And later on, the night closes out. The round of 32 wraps up when Ghana takes on Colombia. In other news, the Flyers have signed Ducks center Leo Carlson to a 5-year deal worth $18 million a season. The Ducks have a week to match the offer sheet, and if they don't, Anaheim will receive Philadelphia's next 4 first-round picks. CFL news, the Elks have added linebacker Tyron Vreda to their practice roster. The 29-year-old Dutch native spent the past 5 years with the Red Blacks, suiting up in 55 games. And for tomorrow's contest against the Lions, Edmonton's Dariel Djabome starts a middle linebacker with the absence of Nick Anderson and Brock Mogensen. Friday night football, it's the Riders and Red Blacks from Ottawa. That game gets going in about 20 minutes. Meanwhile, the Jays face the Mariners for the first of 3 total games. Dylan C starts for Toronto. Luis Castillo up for Seattle. First pitch just after 8 o'clock. Right now in the majors. 5 games live, bottom 9th. The Cardinals up 17-1 on the Cubs. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. Third and final hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
A lot of North Shore today.
The North Shore kind of day, Reid.
Sounding good, buddy. Really good. Can't wait for the new album.
Is all you ever do.
How long will I have to wait for the new album?
You know what's crazy? I was just texting with the bandmates today.
Can we get an album?
Well, I can text
an EP?
We were sharing.
I'll write some lyrics.
They shared old photos.
Yeah, I could write some lyrics.
I should text those to Coob. Hey,
I have an idea for a song. So the lyrics are: we're gonna rock and roll tonight. We're gonna rock and roll all night. We're gonna rock and roll so right. We're gonna rock and roll tonight.
I like it. Strong.
Yeah.
Coob,
guess what it's about?
Rock and roll
all night.
All night.
Well, specifically tonight.
Yeah, we were
Saturday.
We were rocking out in these pictures.
That's awesome, buddy. All right, this is going to be fun. I hope. No, it will be because you put it together. It also could be weird. Who knows?
It's going to be weird.
Buying or selling for Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com. Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate.
Well, Reid, as Canada is set to face Morocco.
Yeah. Official pronunciation.
Tomorrow, 11 a.m. from Houston.
Yeah.
I wanted to share some fun facts about Morocco.
All right. Or are you asking me, because you asked me a question earlier.
I will ask you that question as well.
And I haven't been thinking about it.
I had an idea where Morocco is.
It's right there.
It's right there. It's
like
a northern,
you can picture where
northwestern tip of Africa.
Yes.
The continent of Africa.
Yeah, it's an African nation. But it's right by some European nations. It's quite close to many European nations.
Well,
especially Portugal and Spain.
It's 8 miles away from Spain.
Across the
Strait of Gibraltar.
So is that Spain that comes down there? That's Spain, not Portugal. Okay.
Well, let's fact check this.
Okay.
Let's see. Spain. Portugal's further west.
Okay, I gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the population of Morocco, Reid?
I'm going to say 55 million.
Good guess. Just over 40 million people.
Okay, so it's Canada-esque then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know it's home to Africa's highest what?
Well, logically, I would say its highest peak, but I didn't think there were...
Well, partially correct, but it's home to Africa's highest ski resort.
Oh, really?
Yes, in the Atlas Mountains, the high Atlas Mountains, about 50 miles outside of Marrakesh.
Yeah.
These mountain peaks stretch 10,500 feet into the air.
Okay.
To give you an idea, Mount Robson, yeah. I don't know. Is Mount Robson? It's in Alberta.
I think so. Yeah,
could be.
It's in Western Canada,
here or there. I believe Mount Robson is like 13,500 feet.
So Mount Robson's actually in BC.
Is it?
Sorry, everybody.
These are some pretty big mountains. Fun fact: in the town or city of Fez, Morocco.
Yeah.
There is something called the Labyrinth Medina. Have you heard of this?
The Funky Cold Medina?
Funky Cold Medina. No, the Labyrinth Medina is made up of around 10,000 alleyways that are too narrow for cars, where small artisan shops sell everything from food to furniture from the side of the road. Mules or small chariots are used to transport wares around the Medina.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. Keep an ear out for the cry, Balak, which roughly translates to get out of the way.
Okay. These are fun.
One of the biggest export.
I will say
of Morocco.
Wonder what it would be. Is it some sort of candy?
It can be candied.
Dates?
Hey, Reid Wilkins. Yes.
Speaking of Raiders of the Lost Ark, everybody. Once you see it, you'll understand.
Okay. How many tons of dates are exported all around the world each and every year out of Morocco?
Tons. 133.
Tons. 133 tons?
Yes, it's got to be more than that, probably.
9,000 tons of dates.
I was a little low. All right.
Other top exports include tangerines, clementines, mandarins.
Oh, nice.
And olives.
Okay, interesting.
Let's see here.
I hope you're all remembering this while you're watching the game tomorrow with maybe people who didn't listen to the show during the hydration break. You know, things about Morocco.
Fun fact. Literacy in Morocco is higher than most African countries at 88%.
Okay.
Fun fact.
That's amazing. So when they're watching the game tomorrow, people can be like, 10 of those 11 starters know how to read.
Jeez. Casablanca.
Nice town.
Was named after a Moroccan city. Won the Academy Award for Best Motion Picture in 1942.
Yeah.
None of it was shot in Casablanca, Morocco.
Oh, really?
It was all shot in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
That's all you want. Yeah. That was pretty good. Yeah. That was pretty good. We're looking forward to the match tomorrow. Hopefully, you have time to watch. I'll definitely be watching. Coob, are you going? Are you part of the party that Jay and I aren't invited to?
Yeah, I think so. I almost want to abstain now because you guys aren't there.
This place where everybody's going is like 5 blocks from where I live too.
Just crash the party, Reid. Just show up.
Well, I think it'd be fine if I showed up.
I think it'd be okay.
But I would like to watch as people know. I watch a fair bit of sports with my mom and dad. They're pretty into it. You know, my dad's actually been watching the soccer. Are you like? How realistic do you think it is that Canada wins this game? I know, like I'm of you. Like, don't settle for it. Like, go for it.
Yeah.
But this is a different creature. Let's face it. When you get into the knockout stage, luck of the draw is a thing. We were lucky to draw. Well, one of the worst teams to advance, right? I mean, we're 30 ranking points ahead of South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
This is a totally different animal.
Canada did not play well against South Africa.
True. I gotta be honest. I'm afraid it's ugly tomorrow.
Ugly,
like 3 or 4-0.
Yeah, it could be, Reid. But you never know. I mean, you look at Argentina taking on Cabo Verde.
Yeah.
It's not even close. Like, Cabo Verde hasn't really had the ball in Argentina's zone.
But soccer is a low-scoring sport, so even the team that's being outplayed territorially, you might always be within one big play of tying it, right? Or a counterattack of tying it.
Yes, if you have the opportunity to counterattack.
Right, you have to have the ball first.
Like, Cabo Verde really hasn't.
Well, I think Canada will have the ball tomorrow. I think it's just a matter of how long they have it and what we can do it. Old Gil says 39% Canada wins. There you go.
Okay.
Old Gil's giving it almost 4 out of 6.
That's good.
Or 4 out of 10.
The thing is I think you'll know very, very early on in the game what Canada's chances are of winning. If the pitch is tilted in Morocco's favor,
you don't think Canada can earn it back throughout the course of the afternoon?
I don't know that has the ability to happen as much in soccer as it might, like momentum shifts.
Okay.
Where it's just purely skill based.
Okay.
Because that's the question that you don't really know. I mean, Morocco, what are they? 7th,
6th, or whatever?
6th ranked team in the world. Okay. How does Canada stack up? Now Canada's one of the top 16 teams. So 16-8. How different is that?
Right.
You're going to find out, I think, soon tomorrow.
Well, it's going to be fun to watch, and I hope Canada has a great outing, and I hope they advance. Nothing wrong with being the underdog, but man, it would be, well, the sports story of the year in Canada would be even bigger. Well, speaking of anything that can happen, Cabo Verde has tied it in the 59th minute. And the guy kicked the corner kick flag in excitement. Yeah, get out of my way, inanimate object.
You know, for a soccer player, kicking a corner flag, he didn't really make that much
Yeah,
contact.
I think he might have kind of changed his mind halfway through. Okay, we better take a break. Yeah, it's a developing story here with Argentina. This could be what it's like tomorrow.
That happened.
Yeah, there's half an hour left. Cabo Verde.
And we've been watching this entire game.
If you're a Cabo Verde fan, you're like, great. Maybe we get it to penalty kicks.
She's a Cabo Verde fan.
They're in tears.
He's a Cabo Verde fan.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is extra compelling now.
This is optimistic.
This is why we watch. Okay, we better get an update because our next guest is standing by. Here's Coop.
Cape Verde has tied their game against Argentina at 1-1, a goal in the 59th minute. Currently in the 60th minute of play, winner moves on to play Egypt in the round of 16. 7:30 kickoff between Colombia and Ghana goes to close out the round of 32. And tomorrow it's Canada and Morocco hitting the pitch in Houston for an 11 o'clock start. In other news, the Flyers have signed Ducks center Leo Carlsson to a 5-year deal worth $18 million this season. The Ducks have a week to match the offer, and if they don't, Anaheim will receive Philadelphia's next 4 first-round picks. CFL news, the Elks have added linebacker Tyron Vreda to their practice roster. The 29-year-old Dutch native spent the past 5 seasons with the Red Blacks, suiting up in 55 games. And for tomorrow's contest against the Lions, Edmonton's Dariel Djabome starts a middle linebacker with the absence of Nick Anderson and Brock Mogensen. Friday Night Football, it's the Riders and Red Blacks from Ottawa. That game gets going in about 8 minutes for a 5:30 start. Meanwhile, it's the Jays in action against the Mariners. Dylan C starts for Toronto, first pitch just after 8 o'clock. And currently in the majors, 5 games are live, including the Nationals up 2-0 on the Pirates' bottom 2nd inning. This sports update is brought to you by Say the Reid Sport Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you've got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at saythereidsportmed.ca to book an appointment today. More on the Reid Wilkins Show following the break here in Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The oil stream.
Putting a lot of stock in how much time they've had off this offseason. Especially for Connor's case, you're just so close. You know, he talked about it in the Players Tribune article that he had. For my answer personally, Reid, I think just the rest and recovery is going to just be so beneficial for this team. And then you mix in what they did.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
It's the weekend. The sun is out, and everyone, yes, even the kids, are bored. Bring them to the Canadian Brewhouse. Our patios have games to keep the whole family going. Rooftop views, real turf to run around on, and misters for when the summer gets serious. Oh, and we've still got the game on. Always. All day, all weekend, all summer. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know. So I've been using the pre-tournament rankings when I do the rankings because they do these live rankings on the FIFA website, but I'm like, well, they change them based on the results in the tournament. I like to go based on the pre-tournament rankings. And Argentina first, Cabo Verde 67th, and they are currently 1-1 in the 65th minute in the round of 32 at the World Cup. So this would be, if Cabo Verde pulls this out, that'd be a much bigger upset than Canada beating Morocco. So yes, anything can happen. Fun to watch for sure. All right, we are fired up for some football today. Fired up, as always, presented by Gemco. Jay, I've totally lost my place here.
That happens.
It's Friday afternoon. I've worked a lot of split shifts this week. Presented by Gemco. Gemco Fireplaces, proudly serving Edmonton area for 45 years. They're authorized dealer for Napoleon fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need are available at Gemco, 9281 50th Street.
All right, with that, we bring in Football Alberta Technical Director Taylor Stiles. Taylor, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm outside right now. So.
Yeah, we got you all right there. What's going on? Where are you?
I'm at my daughter's track meet, so don't worry, Reid. I'm on the north side of Edmonton. If you hear any gunshots, I'm safe. There will be gunshots here in moments. My daughter races in about 7 minutes here. So.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we got to make sure.
Yeah, we'll be done. No. Yeah, let us know when you got to go.
No, I don't have to go. I got full view of everything here. I'm happy to talk with Team Alberta, Football Alberta. I want to recognize Windsor Plywood Leduc, Jason Van Sickle, one of my very good buddies. Thanks for sponsoring the show. He's a great community volunteer. He's the president of Leduc Minor Hockey, Windsor Plywood. Check it out if you're around.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic that you have that connection. Yes, Windsor Plywood Leduc, Jason, he's a great guy, great supporter of Edmonton Sports Talk. As you know, look, things are moving and shaking over at Football Alberta offices. Taylor, you're about to get run off your feet. Tell everybody what's coming up over the next 5 weeks.
Yeah, it's not a traditional football season necessarily for high school or minor football, but it's Football Alberta's go time right now. So we have 7 provincial teams that started even yesterday that compete all through the month of July, ending in the first week in August. So we have U18 boys and girls, U17 boys, U16 boys and girls. We have an Indigenous team. We have a women's team, so it's go time now, and we're really excited. We started off yesterday in Winnipeg with our U16 boys, so it's our go time, and we're really excited. We have 225 athletes, another 70 coaches who are preparing and getting ready to represent our province right now.
So let me ask you this, Taylor, because when I was a young man, you
played for us. You were our one and only team, Jay.
Yeah, that's the thing. When I played Team Alberta, I mean, we've had Mark Killam on the show. He's a Team Alberta alumni as well.
Yes, sir.
But is this just accommodating the growth in football in Alberta?
Oh no, we lost him. We got to get him back. This is good. This is a good interview.
Well, I was going to get him to. Oh, there he is. He's back.
He's back. Okay, good.
Okay, we lost you briefly. Well, and if the race starts, feel free to turn the camera around, and you could live stream it right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. We could get a live play-by-play from Taylor Stiles. But is this just accommodating the growth in football over the years, Taylor? Because like you said, when I played Team Alberta, that was after high school. That was one team. There was no option to play in any sort of group football or Team Alberta presence before you were of age after high school. So how has this all come about?
You know what? It's not necessarily the growth of football, but it's definitely the elite growth in terms of high performance athletes and providing that pathway for these athletes at a much younger age, including grade 8 and 9 on tackle and as young as grade 5 and 6 in flag, providing that elite pathway. And in many sports, there are a lot more Team Albertas and Team Canadas. And 10 years ago when I started, we had 2 teams. Now we have 7 tackle teams and 12 flag teams that compete on the national level. So we're just offering more opportunity for our athletes to play the game they love and to hopefully showcase their abilities to have scholarships one day to universities and or professional is their dream. And I watched the Elks last week and their opponents, and there's 6 Team Alberta alumni on the field. And that's really exciting.
Well, that is fantastic. And where does Alberta as a whole stack up nationally? I mean, the Quebecs of the world are always going to have strong programs, I believe, as well as Saskatchewan. But Alberta's made some noise in the, especially last year with a huge national championship. Where's Alberta on the national landscape now, Taylor?
We're absolutely top 4 in the province at every single event. And to give you an idea, last year we had 6 Team Albertas. We had 3 gold and 3 silvers. Nothing worse than a silver medal. Quebec's a powerhouse. Saskatchewan is always a powerhouse. Ontario, for how big they are, they're a little bit disjointed in terms of a Team Ontario, but they're right there as well. They won back-to-back national titles at U18. They won the females 2 years ago. So we have been in the top 4 of the U18 Canada Cup for 12, 13, 14 years. And it's traditionally Saskatchewan, Ontario, Quebec, and Alberta. So to give you an idea, we've played Quebec for 9 straight Canada Cup semifinals. And we've lost 5 and we've won 4, and we're scheduled, hopefully, if everything goes right, at the U18 level to play Quebec again on July the 16th in a semifinal matchup.
So how many girls teams are there now? And that must be tremendous growth in female football.
Yeah, it's been really exciting just in the last 4 or 5 years, the growth of female football. So in terms of Alberta and what we have in terms of playing tackle football, we're probably up to 20 total teams playing. And sorry, my daughter is 30 meters away from the finish line.
No, you got to watch.
How's it going?
There we go. We got it. She got second. Her first ever 300-meter race. She's a 100, 200 sprinter, and her coach made her run the 300 today.
300.
So,
wow. Okay.
Yeah, at her age group, instead of running the 4, it's a 3. So anyways, football. All right. So we have I'm fully your attention now. We have 20 female teams competing at U16, U19, and women's. And for us on the national stage, we have a U16 Team Alberta, who's the reigning national champions. We have a U18 national champion team that's won 3 of the last 4 national championships. And this year, for the first time in 10 years, we have a women's team who will be competing in a national championship come August. So we got all ages and both genders, and Alberta's a very, very strong football community in province.
Okay, and you mentioned tackle and flag, and I'm just wondering how important it is to have flag as an option, because I remember doing Inside Sports a few years ago, and there were some changes, and it's like, okay, you know what? You don't have to introduce body checking. They used to have Pee-wee and Bantam. Some kids who don't want to play in the NHL can kind of, go a non-contact route. So how important is that to keep offering flag in Alberta?
It's really important on 2 different fronts. It's our introduction into the sport of football and in a way, hopefully transition into tackle and flag. But for those families who are a little bit scared of contact, it's your introduction into a brand new sport. And we have athletes who just made Team Canada, as an example, who are strictly flag football players. They may be transitioned over from basketball or soccer, and they don't want to play tackle, and they may never play tackle, and that's okay too. So, it's great for us. It's really growing. We have leagues all across Alberta that our numbers are doubling every single year. And since being introduced to the Olympics, the elite pathway is becoming a very popular thing. And we have some great tackle players on the boys' side and the girls' side. We need to attract some of those elite soccer players, some of those, like your daughter, maybe Jay, some elite basketball players, because there's so many transferable skills. You look at Coach Rick Walters, and you know him and his daughters and that group of basketball players. They are such a strong group of flag football players as well. So we're targeting athletes, just high quality athletes, not just, typical football players. So flag's a total different discipline for us, with potential in terms of, unheard of in terms of attracting people to our sport.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So we got our eyes on your daughter, Jay, in terms of, I've seen her on a basketball court. I think she plays Alberta basketball. We need to get a football and some flags on her, and I'm sure she'd be really, really strong as well.
Yeah,
so she hasn't done it yet. She should.
She's talked to Rick. Okay, Rick Walters has been in her ear, speaking to her, saying you got to come out and play flag. It's the other two. It's the middle one and the younger one who you better watch out for, because the middle one's a quarterback and she's pretty darn good. So DB, yes, we'll be talking, Taylor. Don't you worry about that. Hey, is any of this happening in Edmonton area, or are these all abroad? And if so, how can people tune in? Like, is there links? Is there YouTube feeds? Is there streams? What's going on?
We don't host much in the Edmonton area this year. So footballalberta.ab.ca has links to all of our games and everything. We're in Winnipeg for the U16. I got to shout them out. They won yesterday in terms of our U16 team. They take on Saskatchewan on Sunday, July 5th, and Saskatchewan has won this event for 5 straight years. I can't get my 5 in the camera. They're 5 straight years. They have our number. They've beat us twice in a row. This coaching staff is determined to end that drought. We have an amazing U16 team. We have an elite quarterback, a great O-line, a top-notch running back, and July 5th is a huge game for us. We've been wanting this game since last year's close finish. So that's U16, and then U18 boys are in Winnipeg. U18 girls are in Regina. So Calgary is hosting an event later on in July, but we're actually traveling a bunch this year.
And can you watch this on streams? It's all at footballalberta.ab.ca?
Yeah. There's links there to different websites and connections. They're all live streamed for sure. So
okay, well, awesome. Taylor, thanks for hopping on. I'll see you around Commonwealth, or I'll see you around the basketball courts. You didn't fail to mention that your daughter's quite an accomplished basketball player herself, so I'm not surprised to see her out there on the track kicking butt. So you go take her for ice cream or whatever it is you got to do.
Depends. If she broke 45 seconds, we're going for Slurpees. If not, she's going home. So you know how it is.
I love it. That's awesome.
Hey, before I go, I just want to shout out the Edmonton Elks and President Morris and Community Relations, Ryan Brower. Those guys are doing all the right things the last 18 months. The Elks are back in our community. Football is back in our community. It maybe went through a little bit of a dive there. Go watch an Elks game. Go to Commonwealth. Football is such an amazing sport. Coach Morris, and you said it, their head coach was a Team Alberta alumni. Not to mention they're 3-0. So let's go support our Elks. Let's go watch some football and get back to where we used to be, right? So let's go Elks.
Yeah, well said, Taylor. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, thanks, guys. See ya.
Taylor Stiles, technical director at Football Alberta. Love having him on the show.
Filled some big shoes, by the way,
with Tim.
That were held by Tim Anger for
he did a great. I don't even know how long.
He invented football.
He may have.
He was my coach at Team Alberta when we went out to BC for the Canada Cup.
Tim was amazing.
Wonderful, man.
Taylor's going to be great. Clearly has tuned into us in the past, given his reference at the beginning about the North. So I think I know where that came. This was years ago. So at Chad, the producer for Inside Sports, the technical producer was Kellen Kennedy. Sure. People know that name. I always bantered with him. And he was a North Side guy. So one day we started talking about growing up on the North Side, and he was something like, I was born in this hospital. And I was like, and being from the North Side, you immediately entered a gang. Not the best joke I've ever pulled off. It actually angered a few people with that one. It's like, it's a joke. Yeah.
Oh, my. So I'll say, that might have got people riled up.
No,
you know what's crazy?
Not my best moment.
I just saw Dustin Nielsen in the booth, and Dustin Nielsen usually sits here. And Dustin Nielsen's name's right there.
Yeah.
It's such a full circle moment.
It just certainly is.
Blowing my mind.
Red Blacks and Rough Riders, or if it would have been 40 years ago, Rough Riders against Rough Riders.
Mm-hmm. Do you, this is a big game again for Ottawa here tonight, right?
They don't want to be 0-4.
They could slip to 0-4, and they got Saskatchewan coming into town. Not an easy task.
Well, nobody in the East is under 500. Right?
Over 500.
Nobody else in the East besides Ottawa is under 500. That's what I meant to say.
Sorry.
Montreal is 3-1. Hamilton's 2-1. Ottawa's 2-2. So for Ottawa, it's even like
Toronto's 2-2.
Toronto's 2-2. Jeez, you can tell I'm in Friday night mode already.
I wonder what the plans are. Fill me in, baby.
I got a Virgin Shirley Temple waiting for me at home.
Swiss Chalet. They made an excellent Shirley Temple.
Isn't that already a virgin drink?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I got an extra virgin.
Sometimes I add some extra grenadine.
I'm gonna go to a cocktail bar and I'd be like, I'd like a Shirley Temple, extra virgin.
Extra virgin.
Not sure what you mean, sir.
Extra virgin, extra dirty.
Yeah, give me some extra.
Extra grenadine?
Put in some extra grenadine.
Give me 2 squirts.
You know what? However many ice cubes he's usually put in. Give me one more.
Give me one more. For good measure.
On the rocks. Like, what other non-alcoholic drinks are there? An Arnold Palmer.
Lots.
Is an Arnold Palmer alcoholic or non-alcoholic?
No, that's a non-alcoholic one.
That's iced tea and lemonade?
Yeah, John Daly is the alcoholic version of an Arnold Palmer.
What other non-alcoholic drinks are there? There's non-alcoholic beer.
Well, you can have
like cocktails, non-alcoholic cocktails, not just drinks in
pina
general.
coladas that you can make non-alcoholic.
Pina coladas.
Caesars.
Yeah. Virgin Caesars are actually very nice.
Beer and Clamato, I don't know.
Coke?
Well, yeah, exactly.
I'll have a rum and Coke. Hold the rum.
So you just want a Coke, sir?
Double Coke, please.
No. I want ice cubes.
I don't want to be. I don't want people thinking things about me.
I want ice cubes. I'm not a pansy.
What a mojito?
That should be a new character. Awkward cocktail customer guy.
Just Rico Suave.
Yeah, he's looking through there.
You could have a virgin mojito.
Do you have any cocktails with normal names? What do you mean, sir? What are we talking about? Well, the football Alberta guy was great. Taylor Stiles. That's amazing.
Interception
already? Oh, for Ottawa.
I'm sure this will have to, did this touch the ground or not?
So it was a deflected ball. Ottawa tracks it down. Well, that replay showed us absolutely nothing.
Replay
that
was
one
fantastic.
will not be used to determine the outcome of the play.
Okay.
Good
let's
play
hope
by the
one
DB
of
to
these
get in
cameras.
there. Yeah, that's Niles Morgan.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, this is I don't know if they have a replay of this one.
Oh, my word.
But that's the great stuff with Football Alberta. I mean, massive expansion. A lot of people playing football. I do think it's cool to have the flag option, but it's a totally different game schematically, eh? Like, is it
flag? Oh,
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, well, it's not as many players on the field either.
Well, they are right. Is it what 7-on-7? I think he got it.
No, that hit.
You don't think he got it? All right.
I mean, that thing bounced up.
What do
into
I
his
know?
arm. So, read 7 teams, 225 players, 70 coaches and support staff, all representing Team Alberta. Those are all happening in the next 5 weeks. The U18 team won the Canada Cup. They won gold. That's the big one. That's the pinnacle of this whole series. And go to footballalberta.ab.ca for links to be able to watch these games.
Okay, do you have an animal, Coop?
I have 2.
Well, we might only have one, but we haven't done Name the Animal. I think he got it.
No.
We're going to do Name the Animal and Words of the Day. Still 1-1, 81st minute, Cabo Verde and Argentina. Here's the Coop.
Remains 1-1 between Argentina and Cabo Verde in the 82nd minute of play. Winner moves on to face Egypt in the round of 16, and later on 7:30 start between Ghana and Colombia. To the CFL, the Elks, they've added linebacker Tyron Vreda to their practice roster. The 29-year-old spent the past 5 seasons with the Red Blacks, and the Red Blacks, they're currently in action against the Rough Riders. Just about a minute and a half into the game, 0-0 out in the nation's capital. Tomorrow, it's the Elks at Lions for Touchdown Kelowna. Tune into the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Matawanek, Milne tee up the game right here on EST. Meanwhile, the Jays are up against the Mariners for the first of 3 total games. Dylan C starts for Toronto. Luis Castillo up for Seattle. First pitch just after 8 o'clock, and currently around the majors, a handful of games are live, including the Twins and Yankees tied 1 aside, bottom 2nd inning. This sports update is brought to you by the Ranch Golf Club. The Ranch Golf Club delivers premier conditions, top-notch service, and unmatched value every round. It's why they're Alberta's top choice for corporate golf events. Visit theranchgolf.com to book a tee time today. Name the Animal. Words of the day up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
EST Afternoons.
Daily Face-Off, Matt Larkin. What do you make of the Flyers offer sheet? 5 years, $18 million for the 21-year-old Leo Carlson.
This is pretty epic news, and it's fascinating on multiple levels. If Anaheim doesn't match, that's 4 first-round picks in the next 5 draft that Philly has to give up. This, to me, is an act of, you could argue, impatience, or you could argue bravery.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
This summer, River Cree Resort and Casino welcomes reggae royalty for an evening with one of the world's most inspiring entertainers, Ziggy Marley. 9-time Grammy winner, Emmy winner, activist, storyteller, musician, legend. Ziggy Marley, The Bright Side Tour. July 5th at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get tickets now at rivercreeresort.com.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
All right, portions of this hour presented by Commonwealth Stadium. Welcome to the jungle. It's time to come alive and get ready to be thunderstruck. These aren't just songs, they're the biggest concerts of the season. Guns N' Roses, Foo Fighters, AC/DC, Post Malone, all coming to Commonwealth. For more information on all the biggest shows at Commonwealth Stadium, go to edmonton.ca/Commonwealth. All right, we have neglected this segment for a while. We'll just play this in the background for a couple seconds. This is Name the Animal. Coob's going to play the sound that an animal makes. Jay and I have to guess it as quickly as possible. Play along at home or wherever you are. You can even type in your guesses to the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. We're in the Nasty Chat, but you don't win anything. It's for educational and entertainment purposes only.
That's a fox. Final answer.
You got it.
Have we had that before?
That was the fastest.
No, I've heard that. They have fox in my in my area, and that's what they do.
Well, that was very anticlimactic.
Okay, we got to do the second one now.
That's
We got
them,
time.
like,
We don't have to
barking.
rush anymore.
All right, there we go. Wow, you got that was record time. Good job, Jay. Here's the second.
That's a bell.
That is a bell.
Oh. What is that?
It's multiple animals.
Is it a bunch of puppies?
No, but it is a group of the same animal.
And they're
altogether.
babies?
They're smaller animals, but they're fully sized. They're just all hanging out together. They're smaller than a puppy, though. Even when they're full size.
Squirrels or chipmunks?
I'd say they're somewhat related to squirrels or chipmunks.
Gerbils.
Not gerbils.
Hamsters.
Not hamsters.
Guinea pigs.
Guinea pigs.
Hey!
That's it.
Whoa, Reid. That was...
Hey, 6 times the charm, baby.
The title of the video was Ridiculous Guinea Pig Fight. And they like jumped into
they're
each other and
fighting.
fought.
Oh,
but
wow.
they were nibbling some lettuce and then fought over it. It was kind of cute, actually.
Are there any sports teams called the guinea pigs? There should be.
The GPs, the Grand Prairie,
the
Grand
GP
Prairie,
GPs.
yeah, the GP
The Grand
GPs.
Prairie guinea pigs.
That would be good.
Yeah. Well, and if you had a team called the guinea pigs, the other teams could always just try out new stuff on them. All right, we're ahead of schedule all of a sudden because you were so fast with Fox.
Slow down.
I guess you could say you're a fleet fox.
Hey.
Well, it was a red fox specifically, but I gave it to you.
Yeah, it's like the foxes I hear around my house.
Words of the day for Edmonton Public Library. Tickets are going fast for EPL's After Hours Escape Room Adventure, Locked Library, the bookcase. Finish fast for the glory or take your time and immerse yourself in a story inspired by classic detective novels during this After Hours Escape Room Adventure on Saturday, July 25th. All proceeds from this event help support the work of EPL, with proceeds being reinvested into our collections programs and services for the community. Get your tickets at epl.ca/locked library.
Oh, my board's not.
All right, did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
Can you believe it's Words of the Day, Abutski edition number 42, Reid?
I can.
Good.
I can't believe it.
Because it is. First word, Zephyr.
Call the dogs off.
Zephyr. A zephyr is a gentle ocean breeze.
Sorry,
Haven't
say
we
that
got
again.
this one?
Yeah, I think we've had a zephyr is an ocean breeze. I think we've had that before, but plus I know what a zephyr is because I think it's a funny word, and for some reason I remembered the definition.
A soft, gentle breeze or light, refreshing wind. Has nothing to do with the ocean, but you were there.
I'm sorry.
According to this.
So it's a gentle breeze.
Genteel.
Okay. So I would get maybe 0.75.
No. You're getting full marks, baby.
That'd be a good name for like a child. Zephyr.
Would it be a good name?
Yeah.
Or do you think it would be an interesting name?
Zephyr Milne.
Here comes Zephyr the Heifer.
Oh, okay, maybe not. Bart. Art, cart, dart, eart. Yeah, that one will work.
Second word of the day, parallax.
This is
parallax.
P-A-R-A-L-L-A-X. This is something to do with the view of the perception of your object changes in relation to your view of that object. They said it couldn't be done.
The apparent shift in the position of an object when viewed from two different angles or positions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was like when the puck, the parallax view, like it looks like it's in, but when you shift over the net, it's actually right on the goal line because it was in the air.
Often confused with paraslax.
Paraslax view.
4 out of 4, Reid.
4 out of 4 to go into the weekend. Pretty good. And we were rushing, and now we're done. Oh, another shot. This Cabo Verde goalie's made a couple of nice saves, too.
That's a shame we're going to have to leave. I don't want to leave.
Well,
I'm not leaving.
We'll be driving home, I guess, during extra time if there is any, and then if there are penalties, we'll see them. Whoa, he caught it!
Handball!
How is that not a handball?
Oof.
Oh, I think Cabo Verde got away with it. Oh, they said, it hit my head. You did hit your head, and then it landed in the crook of your elbow.
In the bread basket.
You carried it out of danger. Costura says, I'm going to need Reid to do another 6-hour show. Well, that could happen someday. It's not going to happen today, unless we get some incredibly breaking news in the next 2 minutes. Well, I don't
Breaking news, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce married.
Well, congratulations. I'm happy for them.
Congrats to the newlyweds.
Taylor Swift is an interesting figure because the people that are really, really into her, like, are invested in her personal life and her happiness. You know? Like, I love Def Leppard. They're my favorite band. They've crafted some of my favorite songs. I really don't care what they do when they're not making music for me to consume. You know, like if one of them, something happened, okay, well, they're in the news.
Sure.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be like, oh my God, I need to stop everything. This is happening to Joe Elliott.
I know people who've got like Taylor Swift tattoos. I mean, mainly online or like a lyric or something like that.
Can I say this? We're in the last minute of the show on the Friday. Is it a little bit cultish?
Yes.
What?
Out of any fan?
The fandom for Taylor Swift.
The
For
most
some
cultish I've seen for a single celebrity or...
Like their fans are like, I really want her to be happy.
Any superstar can have a cultish following if you look close enough.
Yeah.
Hers is just broad. Hers is big.
But
Hers is widespread.
But it's broad, but then I feel like there's a top tier that's maybe cultish.
Yep. They make clothes that have Swift on it. I mean, if you enjoy an artist, sure. Why not?
All right, we better go. Costura says he wants me to talk 3 hours about Kelce Swift. I could probably do it, to be honest with you.
I'm out.
All right, enjoy Canada soccer tomorrow. Jay is back on the stream. 4 o'clock tomorrow with Matthew Iwanek for the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show, teeing up the Elks and the Lions at 5. They have a post-game show as well. On behalf of Zachary Kubish and Jason Milne, I'm Reid. Go Canada.